Hello guys and welcome to Football Hampden UK. How's it going? So we're here tonight for another match watch along, the final match watch along of the Euro qualifiers as we see Scotland taking on Georgia. So yeah, guys, love to hear from you. Drop your comments in the chat. Please do let me know your thoughts on this game. Score predictions always welcome, guys. So yeah, just bear with me a second. I'm going to quickly share something with you guys on the screen. Just want to give you the heads up of what is coming in the next week or two after we've finished tonight with the international games. So just bear with me a second, guys. And I'm going to, so yeah, here is what's coming. If this stupid screen stops playing games with me. So yeah, here's a little taste of what's coming, guys, over the next week or two, once we're done with the international break, or should I say the international games, which will be wrapped up tonight, guys. This is the final night of international fixtures for European competition. So the following week, in the next week or two, guys, we'll be doing a friendly competition for you guys to enjoy taking part of, and you can do it in the chat. This is for the fans that are regular members of the Hampden community that come and drop in regular on live streams. This is for you guys. So if you're interested in this, there will be a short video coming very soon on the channel telling you more about it. So if it does interest you guys, keep your eyes on the channel. And as I say, more information will be coming very soon over the next week or so. And we'll be getting that underway, as I say, under the next week or so. So hopefully you guys can look forward to that. But yeah, just going to be a friendly competition. It's called Who Am I? Where you guys compete with each other to test your player knowledge and compete for some points. A little bit of something enjoyable to do during the summer break. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that, and would love to have as many of you guys involved as possible. But before I can get started with it, guys, as I say, there will be a short video coming soon telling you more about it. And you guys can comment on that video to let me know whether you're interested to take part, so that I can gauge the idea of how many numbers of fans will want to take part in this, and then I can plan the rest of the competition. So yeah, if it sounds good to you guys, look out for it. As I say, short video will be coming on the channel very soon to tell you more about it. But yeah, let's get back to what we're here for tonight, guys, which is the live match watch along as Scotland take on Georgia. Just going to share with you guys the team news. So yeah, hopefully you guys like the sound of that, and hopefully looking forward to a bit of friendly competition with your fellow Hamdeners in the live chat once we get that competition up and running after the international games. So yeah, so there you go, guys. There's the team news, how the teams are lining up. As you can see, Scotland were going with unusually 5 at the back, 3 in midfield, 2 up front. Georgia going with 3 at the back, 5 in midfield and 2 up front. So it's going to be an interesting game. Scotland going to have to break through that midfield 5, and obviously the 3 at the back that Georgia will be trying to their best, I'm sure, to try and keep Scotland out. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So let's quickly go to the chat as we're just about to get underway with the game. Benjamin, how's it going, mate? Benjamin dropping in, saying hi. How's it going, mate? Welcome to the show. Hope you had a good day today, and let us know, Benjamin, if you've got any thoughts on how you think this game's going to turn out, mate. Love to hear your thoughts on a score prediction. So we're off and running, guys, as Scotland attacking down that far side, and the pitch looks in really, really good order on the surface value, but we can see now as the players running about on the field, it's very waterlogged, an extremely waterlogged pitch, guys. Yeah, this water on the pitch definitely going to play a big part in it. I'm surprised the game's actually gone ahead with this water on the pitch. You can see it every time the players are making any kind of movement. The amount of water on the pitch is shocking. Absolutely shocking. The ball being slowed down by the amount of water on the pitch. So let's hope that's not going to be a big factor, but by the looks of it, guys, it is going to be a big factor in the game. So thanks for that, Benjamin. Good to see you, mate. Stevie saying hi, Gaz and all. How's it going, Stevie? Welcome to the show. Good to have you with us. I hope you've had a good day, and thank you very much for making yourself available. Stevie saying, ooh, that sounds fun, Gaz. Thank you, Stevie. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it. I've been planning it for the last 3-4 months. And yeah, I'm desperate to get started with that, guys, as I think you guys are going to really love that competition. So Scotland on the attack now down that far side as Tierney keeps it in. And now Scotland chipping the ball forward towards the edge of the Georgia box. As Georgia managed to defend it, but Scotland pick it up now on the edge of the box. This water is unbelievable. How this game has been allowed to go ahead with this amount of water on the pitch is quite shocking. How is this game allowed to go ahead with this waterlogged pitch? So Georgia with a free kick on this near side of the pitch as they kick it long up towards the edge of the Scotland box, but it's intercepted by Scotland as they knock it back up the field. Now Scotland in possession on the halfway line as they chip it down that far side, but Georgia intercepting it as Scotland challenge for the ball. Now Scotland winning it back midway inside Georgia's half of the field as they come into the centre, but Georgia have nicked it back as Georgia now trying to break up the other end. This water is unbelievable, guys. Absolutely unbelievable. So Scotland with a free kick as they kick it long down this near side. Now Georgia will regain possession as they quickly lose it again to Scotland. Now Scotland coming forward midway inside the Georgia half. This water is playing a massive part in the game, and Scotland player just lost possession because he was running faster than the ball was rolling along the ground. What? Unbelievable. I am shocked that UEFA have allowed this game to go ahead with this amount of water on the pitch. Absolutely shocking, guys. Ball kicked long up into Scotland's half as Georgia pick it up now on the edge of the box. And now Georgia with a shot from distance. You see the rain there? See the water on the pitch? Just stop the ball. Look at the water just stop the ball. The ball was just stopped on the pitch because of the amount of water. Absolutely shocking. Yeah, so the manager's in debate on this near side whether the game is actually should even be being played. The ball is being so affected by the amount of water on the pitch. It is shocking. So ball gone out on this near side for a throw-in. So Portuous to take the throw-in on this near side for Scotland as they now try to get across into the box, but it's blocked off by Georgia, and that goes out for a corner on this near side to Scotland. So corner comes in towards the near post, knocked away as Scotland have scored! Scotland have scored! God, ball was deflected out to the edge of the box. Scotland just slammed it into the back of the net. Goalkeeper went the right way, but couldn't keep it out. And Scotland take the lead with McGregor scoring the goal just inside the box. I think it was just inside the box. Just let me see the replay. He was on the edge of the box. Yep, just came into the box and slammed it towards goal. And it went into that far corner of the net. Goalkeeper, I think the goalkeeper actually helped it in a little bit, to be honest. Yeah, he's deflected it in off his hand as he's gone to make the save. So Scotland with the lead. Stevie's saying, go on, Scotland. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. So the referee stopping the game now for a VAR check as we were just about to get back underway, but looks like the referee has been instructed to go over and look at the monitor, check for, I'm not sure what he's checking for, offside, handball. I'm sure we'll find out in a moment. It's the referee just having a word. So we've got the referee talking to some suits on the edge of the, well, in the technical area at the minute. So I'm not sure whether we're going to be seeing the game abandoned here, guys, because of the amount of water on the pitch. So I'm not sure what we're checking for here, guys. So, guys, just bear with us. We're waiting to see what the referee would just... So, Scotland have scored. The goal's been given. And I think there's some debate here whether the game should continue. The water on the pitch, guys, is extreme. Absolutely extreme. I've seen lower league games, plenty of lower league games, and I've never seen a lower league game play on such a waterlogged pitch. So to see an international game being played on such a waterlogged pitch is quite shocking. Even the commentators are saying this is quite bad by Scotland standards. Stevie said, please hit the like button and follow. Yes, guys, please do hit that thumbs up. Doesn't cost you nothing, and it is massively appreciated. And if you have already, thank you very much. And consider subscribing if you're new. I'm waiting to give you guys more information on this game, but we are just, at the minute, we've got the referee stood on the pitch with the two captains of either team. And there's some serious debate going on, and I think it's with reference to whether the game should go ahead. Yeah, the game being called off. So players being directed to the tunnel. So the players being told to go to the tunnel, and they're going back to the dressing room. We're only 10 minutes into the game, guys. And I think the reason is because of the state of the pitch. The pitch looks absolutely beautiful, immaculate on the surface. But once the players start moving about on the pitch, the amount of water on the pitch is unbelievable. Every step that the players are making, anywhere on the pitch, there is extreme splashes. We saw Georgia have an opportunity on goal in the first 5 minutes or so. And when they shot the ball, The ball was shot at normal speed, as you guys would expect. You guys knowledgeable about football, so you know what the speed of a ball can move at. As soon as the ball hit the ground, it was immediately slowed down by the amount of water on the pitch. Immediately slowed down to the point where it gave the goalkeeper more time to get across because the ball was slowed down by the amount of water on the pitch. Absolutely crazy. So at the moment, guys, the players have been instructed to go back to the changing room, and we've got match officials on the pitch trying to sweep water off the pitch to actually make it playable. And all we're getting up on the screen at the moment is match suspended. So I don't know just at the moment whether we're going to actually be carrying on with the game. No fans seem to be leaving the stadium at the moment. So I'm presuming there is going to be a stadium announcement very shortly. But as I say, there is groundsmen on the pitch trying to sweep the boxes of water. That's how bad it is, guys, how much water is actually on the pitch that you can literally sweep it off the pitch. So we're just hearing, guys, that the match has been suspended for 20 minutes. They're hoping to restart the game in 20 minutes. We've got the groundsman on the pitch trying to sweep the water off. So, yeah, we wait to get underway. So there's just been a stadium announcement. I couldn't hear the actual stadium tannoy, but they have just made an announcement, and we're being told off the match TV commentators that the game has been postponed for 20 minutes while they deal with the amount of water on the pitch. We've got groundsmen trying to sweep the pitch right now. So hopefully we will get back underway in 20 minutes. Joey, how's it going, Joey? Joey saying hi, guys. Welcome to the show, Joey. Good to have you with us, mate. Hope you've had a good day. Sorry you're coming in to find out that the game has been suspended at the moment, mate. But yeah. Yeah, there's a crazy amount of water on the pitch, guys. Absolutely obscene amount of water. So thanks for that, Joey. Good to see you, mate. Joey saying, has it been called off? It's not been called off just yet. It's been postponed, suspended, and apparently we're supposed to get it restarted. Or UEFA are hoping to restart the game in 20 minutes. They're just giving the groundsman time to try and get some of the water off the pitch. Literally, guys, it is really bad. Every step that every player made, didn't matter where they was on the pitch, they was, as soon as their foot hit the ground, you could see the splashes coming up off their boots, and it was really affecting the movement of the ball. But it's still raining there in Scotland. So the question is, are the pitch officials going to be able to clear enough water off the pitch for the game to continue with the fact that it's still raining? So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. We're just waiting for more news, guys. But we can see the groundsman going crazy trying to sweep water off the pitch. So thanks, Joey. Yeah, hopefully we'll be getting underway, mate. We're just waiting for more news. Across the Pond Sports Talks. Welcome to the show, mate. How are you doing? Hope you've had a good day. Saying big up, guys. Too much rain for Scotland. Whoa, they're used to it. Come on. come one man better pitch designs. Norway all over Cyprus. Where was the last match? Where was this last match? What last match? What? How do you mean, mate? What do you mean by where was the last match? Well, with regards to the pitch design, mate, there's nothing wrong with the pitch design. They just said it on the commentary. Scotland, yes, very used to rain, but obviously the good weather we've had in the last few weeks, guys, has severely affected. If you guys know anything about geography, then I can tell you this. I don't know how much you guys know about geography, but let me tell you this. Normally, the sea temperatures around the UK are about 10 degrees at this time of year. I've been reading about it just recently because I'm very interested in geography and stuff like that, but I've just been reading about it, so I might as well share it with you because it's relevant. The normal sea temperatures around the UK, as I say, are normally about 10 degrees at this time of year. They are up by 4%. An extra 4. So rather than being 10 degrees, they're actually 14 degrees. Now, you might think 4 degrees doesn't make that much of a big difference, but it does. Apparently, the higher the sea temperature, the more likely you are to have storms after good weather. And obviously here in the UK, we've just had about I don't know, three weeks of really extreme hot weather that we're not normally used to here in the UK. And as you guys know that are in the UK, in the last couple of days, we've had quite stormy weather coming in, and that would kind of explain why the excessive amount of rain, even for a country like Scotland that is used to a lot of rain. Like I say, clearly the hot weather impacting the amount of rain that Scotland get compared to normal. So there you go, guys. Read into it what you like. I'm not saying it's relevant. I'm just giving you guys a bit of insight into what I know about geography and the climate and how it can affect the amount of rain that you get. So thanks for that, Across the Pond Sports Talk. And apologies, I'm not understanding your final bit of your comment with regards to where was the last match. Joey's saying, why didn't they do that before the match started? I don't know, Joey. Apparently they've had a torrential downpour. I don't know whether how long ago, but the commentators that I'm listening to telling me that apparently they had an excessive amount of rain today, that what is normal for Scotland at this time of year. So I presume they've had we know it rains a lot in Scotland. We know that. But yeah, apparently even an excessive amount of rain compared to what Scotland's used to. So that would maybe explain why the pitch is waterlogged. Maybe it caught them out, Joey. Maybe it caught them out, just not expecting that volume of rain to come down. Maybe they did sweep the pitch before the game. I don't know, but maybe all I can presume, mate, is they've been caught out with the amount of rain that's come down in a matter of hours. Across the Pond Sports Talk saying Norway. Solbakken goal. Now we going for goals, but needed that second goal v Scotland. Well, yeah, fair enough, mate. But that game done and dusted now, and you move on. It is what it is. But yeah, we wish Norway good luck in their remaining fixtures. Hope they pick up some points for you, mate. But yeah, probably best not to look backwards. Probably best to look forwards, mate, and try and get points out of the games that you've got coming up. So thanks for that, mate. Joey saying, have you seen all the jellyfish, Gaz, washing up on our shores? No, I haven't, mate, but that would certainly explain it. Apparently, like I said, I don't want to bore you guys with loads of geological stuff, but apparently the sea temperature rising by 4 degrees has affected something in the ocean. I forget. It's affecting the amount of algae that is growing. Algae normally grows, plankton grows at this time of year, but there's some something else that's apparently growing massively in the oceans at the minute around the UK because of the hot weather we're having, and apparently that sucks oxygen out the water, affecting the amount of oxygen in the water. So that could explain why the amount of jellyfish washing up on UK shores. I'm not sure if it is, but it could be. Obviously, if there's less oxygen in the water, fish, octopus, whatever it is, sharks, everything relies on a certain amount of oxygen on the water, within the water, should I say. So yeah, but no, I hadn't heard about that, Joey. Like I say, I have been reading about the geological effects on the oceans at the minute with the hot weather, but I don't know how relevant that is, but I presume it's having some kind of impact. So we're waiting to get back underway, guys, as we've got the game been suspended at the moment. We're hoping to be back underway in about 10-15 minutes. The game has been suspended for the amount of water on the pitch, an excessive amount of water on the pitch. But Scotland are 1-0 up, as we did get 10 minutes into the game. But like I say, the water was having a clear impact on the way the ball was moving across the pitch, affecting players running. It was having an effect on absolutely everything to do with the game, and I was shocked that the game even started with that amount of water on the pitch. But yeah, we've got groundsmen on the pitch right now, trying to clear the water and sweep the water, reduce the amount of water on the pitch, and the officials. So, yeah, the player's been ordered back to the dressing room. Sorry, guys, I was just trying to listen if we're hearing any more updates. So, yeah, if you could see these clips, guys, you could see just how much the rain was affecting the match. I don't know if you guys are actually watching it. I presume some of you are, but if you were, you'd be able to see. Honestly, it looks like some of the players have gone through a car wash. It really does. Unbelievable. I've never even seen a lower league game played with this amount of water on a pitch, guys. So let's go back to chat. Rich Bo Sports saying, good evening, Gaz, Joey, Stevie, across the sports, everyone. Just joining. Is it worth playing the game? Well, we're waiting to know, mate. We're waiting to know. We're hearing that there's 20-minute delay. They played 10 minutes of the game. Then the referee had a word with some of the officials at the side of the pitch. Then he went over to speak to the two team captains. And then it was decided to suspend the game while the match officials, or should I say the groundsmen, got on the pitch and tried to clear some of the water off the pitch. So hopefully, we're hoping the game will restart shortly. Joey's saying, does it look like they are clearing it? They are clearing it, mate. I don't know how, it's difficult to tell because the rain is still coming down. So it is still raining. So it's difficult to judge how much water they're actually getting off the pitch. They're getting a lot of water off the pitch, but until we actually, obviously the grounds people are walking across the pitch. When the players were on the pitch, they was running on the pitch, and it was evident how much water was on by every step that they made. But hopefully it's going to go ahead, guys. Hopefully it's going to go ahead. But if we have another downpour, it could be postponed. But hopefully, let's hope the rain eases off so that we can get the game played out of the way. So thanks for that, Joey. Fingers crossed, mate. Joey also saying, hi, Rich Post. Top stuff, Joey. Thank you, mate. And Stevie also saying, evening, Rich Post. Top stuff, guys. Loving the positivity. Across the pond, Sports Talk saying, hi, Rich Post Sport. Big ups. Arsenal links to Timber Lavia, liking that. Cool. Well, I'm sure the amount of players being linked to the big clubs have over the last few days and weeks has been absolutely madness. So, guys, just to let you know, I am seeing some assistants coming onto the pitch to help clear the water. They're running across the pitch and the splashes are still coming. So I'm not sure how successful they're going to be at clearing the pitch. They're trying to do it now with brushes, and I think they're wasting their time. So we'll see how it pans out. So thanks for that. Across the Pond Sports Talk also saying Reece Nice for 100 mil. Whoa there. These fans and wages these days, yeah, they're absolutely crazy, aren't they? The price of players now, it's going absolute madness. I've had good news. Bolton have signed a goalkeeper today. I think it was yesterday they signed him. So good news for Bolton. We've actually replaced the goalkeeper who we had on loan last season from Manchester City. So good news for Bolton in that respect. So guys, while we're waiting for the game, I might as well give you guys a quick update on what is coming. This is the last international game that's coming for the next couple of weeks, as I'm going to have a little brief break in games. So guys, I am going to be doing something a little bit special for you guys as a thank you for all your fantastic support over the last weeks and months. So I'm just going to give you guys a little glimpse of what is to come in the next week or two that you guys can take part in. So just bear with me a second while I share it on the screen so you guys can see it. So here we go, guys. There you go. Hopefully you can see that. This is a competition that I have designed for you guys to enjoy a bit of competition between each other to test your football knowledge of player knowledge. So basically, I'm not going to give you the full details of it right now, guys, but there's going to be a short video coming on the channel in the next few days telling you more about it. And on that video, you guys, if you want to take part, you leave your name in the comments section below to let me know that you want to take part, because before I can actually get the competition started, I need to know how many of you guys actually want to take part in this competition. So it's only for fun. It's the first time it's been coming on the channel. It's going to be tested. It's going to be a big part of the future of Hampden in the future, but we need to test it first to see how it works, see that you guys like it, make sure that everything clicks together right, and then if it does in the future, we'll be doing it as an official Hampden competition where you guys can actually compete for a prize. But this first time we're doing it, it's just going to be for fun for you guys to test your player knowledge, have a way of passing a bit of time during the summer, and compete with each other in the chat. You do not need to come on camera to take part in this, guys. It's going to happen with me hosting it as normal, and you guys can take part in the chat where you compete with each other for points, testing your football player knowledge. So there will be more details to come, guys. As I say, there's going to be a short video clip coming on the channel over the next few days. So keep your eyes out for that. But if you do want to take part, keep your eyes out for that video. You need to get your name entered in the comments on that video to let me know that you want to take part. So, yeah, hopefully you guys like the sound of that. And I am certainly looking forward to getting that competition up and running for you guys to enjoy as a thank you for your fantastic support over the last few months while we've been getting Hampden up and running. So hopefully you guys like the sound of that, and I'm certainly looking forward to hosting that show so that you guys can enjoy a little bit of friendly competition and, as I say, test your football knowledge. It's going to include players of the modern day game, but it's also going to be some mixture of older players as well from previous generations. So hopefully you guys like the sound of that. If you do, like I say, watch out for that video. It's going to be coming on the channel in the next few days. You guys enter in the comments below that you're wanting to take part, and then I can gauge what kind of fan numbers want to take part so that I can plan it and how we're going to do it. Because like I said, guys, this is being tested on the channel. So I need to know the numbers of how many fans want to take part to be able to structure it so that you guys, because there's going to be a little league table as well, hopefully, so that you guys can see yourselves in the league table and how you compete against your fellow fan-denners. So hopefully you guys like the sound of that. And I'm certainly looking forward to getting it up and running for you guys. So that's enough for that. Let's get back to the game, and hopefully we're going to be getting some news very soon with regards to this game restarting. But while we're waiting for that, I'm going to come back to your comments and see what you guys have got to say in the chat while we wait for the game to get back underway. So there you go, guys. Hopefully you like the sound of that. So thanks for that across the pond sports talk. Rich Bo Sports saying silly money around football. Timber is good Dutch player, but has money affected anyone's love of the game. Does it matter to you if owners or governing bodies don't love the game? Well, it does matter to me if governing bodies don't love the game, because if they don't love the game, then people shouldn't be managing it on our behalf. Because let's be honest, guys, the people that are the governing bodies manage the game on our behalf. So if they don't love football, then they shouldn't be doing it. They shouldn't be in the job. So hopefully that answers your question, Rich Bo Sports. But yeah, I'm sure Arsenal will be linked with a lot of players, mate. Graham Lockhart, welcome to Football Fan Den. Graham Lockhart, pleasure to have you with us, mate. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Football Fan Den UK. And hope you've had a good day, mate. Graham saying, game gets played tomorrow if abandoned. Okay, thank you very much for that, Graham. Appreciate the update, mate, and the insight. Are you hearing that? Has that been communicated? But yeah, that would certainly make sense, Graham. You're right. If it's got to be suspended for tonight, then it would certainly make logical sense to play it tomorrow, with Georgia being over there in Scotland, obviously, to play the game. 1 night delay wouldn't be... Sorry, guys. Right, so just hearing more news, guys. Right, so what we're hearing is the game is basically the pitch team are working on trying to clear the water on the pitch as we speak. In 15 minutes, there is going to be a pitch inspection by the officials. They're going to inspect the pitch. If the game can go ahead, then the players will be given 10 minutes to warm up, and then we will be restarting the game. If the pitch inspection fails, then the game will be being postponed. And as Graham has pointed out, I'm presuming they're going to try and postpone it till tomorrow. So that's the news I'm hearing. Obviously, Graham giving us a little bit of insight, but I'm just hearing off the media company providing coverage for this game, telling me that the game is going to, the pitch is going to be inspected in 15 minutes. If it passes, 10 players will be given 10 minutes to warm up, then the game's going to restart. If the pitch doesn't pass the inspection, then the game is going to be postponed. And as Graham has pointed out, I expect that it would go ahead tomorrow. So we'll have to wait and see, guys, for 15 minutes to find out what is going on with this game. So thanks for that, Graham. And as I say, mate, welcome to Football Fan Den. Good to have you with us, mate. Minimo, welcome to the show, mate. How you doing? Minimo say Gaz is a jinx. The Gaz special strikers again. I'm sorry, how could I be a jinx with the amount of games I've done in the last few months, mate? I've done absolutely loads and loads of games. So I'm sorry if I've jinxed it, mate, but I can't see how I've jinxed it. But yeah, fingers crossed, Minnie. Fingers crossed it's going to go ahead. As I say, 15 minutes time, we should have more news. But thanks for that, Minnie, and welcome to the show. Always love Minnie trying to come and lighten the mood, and always appreciated, Minnie. Good to see you, mate. Are you back off holiday, that, by the way, Minnie? Are you back off holiday, or are you still out there in Greece? Across the pond, Sports Talk saying Timber 22, Lavis 19. Arsenal, what a group of youngsters we will have. 24, Reese, with all our lads. Amazing. Let's go, Captain Odegaard. Well, yeah, that sounds good. Obviously, yeah. Moss, yeah, it sounds good, mate. Sounds good, but obviously, you know, as most fans know, you need the balance. It's okay having a lot of youngsters in the team, but you need also one or two older players in the team to get that balance of youth and experience. So yeah, having a lot of young players is certainly a good for Arsenal moving forward. But you also need that balance of a few experienced players as well within the team, senior players, as we might call them, that obviously will help younger players relax and gain confidence. Rich Bo Sports saying, drum roll, nice one, Gaz, competition fun. Thank you very much, Rich Bo Sports. Yeah, absolutely. Hope you guys looking forward to that. Joey saying, sounds good, Gaz. Should be a laugh. Yeah, that's the whole point, mate. That's the whole point. Just some summer fun for you guys while we've got no football, and I've been really looking forward to doing it for you guys. So hopefully you guys are just as excited to take part as I am to host the show. And I'm really excited to test it, because if it's a success, if the test is a success, like I say, it's going to be something we do more in the future of Hampden. So thanks for that, Joey. Across the pond, Sports Talk is saying when what? Oh, Wednesday. As I say, mate, the video. There'll be a video update coming over the next within the next week. It'll be on the channel within the next week. I started work on it last night, but obviously with work commitments and stuff, it's as and when. I can't put a specific date on when it's going to be ready. But the video will be up in the next week, because I want to try and do this, guys, as soon as possible. So I'm thinking to hopefully do the competition either somewhere around either Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday night, something like that. But obviously, like I say, I need to put the short video on first to find out how many of you guys are interested to take part. So thanks for that. Across the pond, Sports Talk. Joey saying, hi, Minnie. You had a good haul. Yeah, thanks, Joey. Appreciated, mate. Top stuff. Stevie saying, please hit the like button. Nice one, Stevie. Yeah, guys, please do hit that thumbs up. Doesn't cost you nothing, and it does help the channel with regards to more fans seeing us. So it is appreciated. So, but if you have already, thank you very much, guys. Massively appreciated if you have already. So thank you. And thanks a lot, Stevie. Minimo saying, still in Greece, having great time, Joey. Thanks. Hope everyone is well. Thank you very much, Minnie. Thank you very much for asking. Yes, I'm good, mate. Hope you are having a good time out there in Greece. Stay safe, and yeah, hopefully safe travels home, and we look forward to seeing more of you, Minnie, when you're back in Scotland. But yeah, enjoy your holiday. Work hard all year to earn it, so enjoy every moment of it, Minnie, and we wish you the best, and look forward to you being back home. Rich Paul Sports saying, Gaz, there are so many players to guess who they are. Exciting. Should increase our football knowledge. Yeah, well, obviously the first game is, I'm not going to make it too complicated, so I am going to use players that you guys should be able to should have a good bit of knowledge about. Obviously, if the competition's a success and you guys like it in the future, we might make it more difficult with players that you might not be as familiar with. But obviously, as I say, guys, this is a test. So I'm not going to chuck in loads of players that I know that are going to make it difficult for you guys to give answers. But you're going to love it, guys. Honest, I've tested it once previously on social media, and every fan that took part absolutely loved it. So I'm hoping you guys are going to love it equally the same. So yeah, thank you, Rich Paul Sports. As I say, Matt, looking forward to getting that underway for you guys. Rich Paul Sports saying, thanks for the like. Thanks for the like reminder. Stevie, safety of players is vital. Absolutely. So, yep, totally agree with that, Rich Post. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to find out if we're... Yeah, they're not giving news on that yet. So thanks for that, Rich Post Sports. Yeah, I agree with that completely. Player safety, most important. Across the pond, Sports Talk saying Gunners made offer to Gundogan too. Oh, interesting. Do you know, I actually thought Gundogan might be considering going to Liverpool, actually. I don't know why, but yeah, and apparently I've been reading today that Kyle Walker linked with Liverpool for £15 million. I don't know whether it's actually Liverpool going to get him, but I know that it's been reported in the media that he's linked with a move to Liverpool for £15 million because apparently he's only got 1 year left on his Manchester City contract. And apparently he's got a fondness for Liverpool. So I'm hearing, which is quite new news to me. I've never heard that Kyle Walker had a soft spot for Liverpool. So if you're a Liverpool fan and you've not heard that, that's an interesting one. Let me know if you would like to see him at Anfield. Rich Post Sports saying, question, as I see Harry Kane rocking up the penalties, I've got to ask again, would you describe Kane as having bottled it in that qualifier against France in Qatar? No, probably not. Rich Post Sports. I mean, I've got to be honest, guys. I'm not a massive fan of Harry Kane anyway. I'm not. It's not that I dislike him. He's not a bad player. It's not. I'm just not. I think he's a top player, but I think he's overhyped. And I think the fact that the demand that Tottenham put on him, the demand that England put on him, I think that's part of the reason why, I think he just suffered burnout in the World Cup, mate. I think that's what it is. Like I say, I'd be the first to criticise him if he deserved it. But I think Harry Kane in that World Cup was just fatigued, just tired, suffering burnout. If you look at the World Cup before that one, he had a really good World Cup. He was on fire. He was scoring goals for fun. I think he was one of the tournament's top goal scorers. But the last previous World Cup, he struggled. And like I say, I think it might just be down to burnout, mate. Just fatigued, mentally tired, physically tired. That could be part of the reason why. I'm not saying it is, but I would look at that more first as a reason rather than just saying that he bottled it. So that's my opinion, mate. I think he just fatigued and ran out of steam. So hopefully that answers your question, mate. Rich Post Sports saying, happy holidays, Minnie. I suspect that when Man City release players, it makes me wonder if they are past their best before date. I don't think they're past the best, mate, because I think it's just maybe Guardiola, obviously Manchester City and Guardiola are targeting trying to recreate Barcelona. Let's be honest, they're trying to recreate Barcelona or Real Madrid. So I think they always think that they have to be in the mix with the next big player. That's the big transfer news. So yeah, I don't know, mate. To be fair, I think I don't think players are past the best if they're past the best. Look at James Milner. If James Milner was past the best, you think that Liverpool would have got an amount of seasons out of him? How many seasons has he been at Liverpool now? About six seasons, 6-7 seasons, something like that. So how would Liverpool get 6-7 seasons out of a player that's past his best? They would have kept him for 1 or 2 seasons and moved him on, mate, if he was past his best. So I'm sorry, mate. I think I don't think we can actually say that players are past the best. Maybe they're past the best of what Manchester City want. maybe that's a good explanation for you, mate. Maybe that's goes along with what you're saying. That's certainly a good explanation that their players could be past the best of what Manchester City want, or they're not contributing to the team what Manchester City was hoping that they would contribute to the team. So, yeah, maybe that's an alternative way of looking at it. But thanks for that, Rich Pro Sports. And, yeah, an interesting observation, mate. So, guys, just to let you know, we have got officials on the pitch right now checking the pitch, the state of the pitch, to see if we could carry on. And walking across the pitch, and there's still plenty of water on that pitch. So we are, just to let you guys know, we're just seeing officials on. Right, so the match officials are currently checking the pitch. They've just walked up and down the length of it, looking at the goal boxes. Now they've got balls on the pitch, so they're obviously testing the movement of the ball, how it's moving on the pitch. We are just hearing that if the game is to be postponed, then it's going to be postponed till tomorrow, when there will be another pitch inspection. I've got a funny feeling this game is going to be postponed till tomorrow, guys. So we've got match officials here kicking the ball about to check the movement of the ball, and all the Scotland fans cheering it. So the match official now walking off the pitch. We're just waiting for news, guys. The officials have now come off the pitch, so I think we're going to be hearing very soon what's going to be happening. Across the pond, Sports Talk saying City offered Gundogan. Oh, is that meant to be City? City offered Gundogan a 1-year re-sign. Icar said he does not want Bundesliga so much. Be better. I can't even read that message. Sorry, guys. City offered Gundogan a 1-year re-signing. Gundogan said he does not want Bundesliga so much be between City, Arsenal, and Arab League. Then Richpo or Barca, no dollars, it seems. Okay. Across the pond, Sports Talk. Thanks for that, mate. I don't take this the wrong way, mate, but your messages come across as very confusing to read. They don't read right. You write them in a way where it's difficult to understand what you're saying a lot of the time. So obviously, I always appreciate you coming getting involved in the chat, mate. Always appreciated and love having you part of the Hampden community. But it would be helpful, mate, if you could try to make your messages a little bit clearer to understand, because sometimes they're really difficult to make. Like it seems like you're talking about in that particular message. It seems like you're talking about 3 different topics in one message. So yeah, like I say, I don't mean no disrespect. Don't take it the wrong way, mate. It's just an observation because obviously I want to make sense of your comments so that I can enjoy better conversation and good debate with you guys. It's just like I say, sometimes it's a little bit hard to understand the point that you're trying to make, mate. But yeah, I think you talking, obviously, mentioning there about City offering Gundogan a 1-year extension. Yet, obviously, he turned that down, didn't he? And also saying that he doesn't want Bundesliga. Well, I haven't heard anything about that, but thank you for letting me know that, mate, because I wasn't sure if he was interested in moving to Germany or Spain. I'm sure we'll hear more about that very soon. I can't see Gundogan going out there to Saudi Arabia, if that's the league you're meaning about, what you're talking about with regards to the Arab League. Because I don't know if you guys have been hearing, but Ronaldo's been making a few statements recently saying how he's struggling to deal with the heat out there. And bear in mind, he's Portuguese, so he's used to playing in hot weather, but yet he's struggling with the intensity. And it's not surprising, guys, because you have to remember, it's a desert country, isn't it? But thank you very much for that, Across the Pond Sports Talk. Right, guys, so just bear with me, we're getting news. Right, so guys, we're just hearing the latest update is that the players are going to come out on the pitch and do a warm up. They're going to test how the ball's moving across the ground, across the pitch, and then basically UEFA officials are going to speak to the captains, see how they feel about restarting the game. If the captains of either team are happy after the 10-minute warm up, then we are going to be getting the game back underway, restarting with a 9 o'clock kickoff. But I wouldn't hold your breath, guys, because this rain is continuously coming down. It is good news potentially, but if the rain keeps coming down the way it is, then it might be suspended because the rain is not easing up, guys. It is not easing up. As much as they're trying to get on top of the amount of water on the pitch, the rain is just bouncing down to replace the water that they're removing. Sorry, Rich Bolt, my bad. So Rich Bolt saying, I see that Brazil wants the Italian manager of Real Madrid. I was all for no overseas managers to lead countries, but I've changed my mind. Okay, Rich Bowl Sports, thanks for that, mate. We'll have to wait and see because obviously getting a manager off Real Madrid is not going to. Who did you say? Real Madrid? They've only just got. They're in the process of just signing a new manager, aren't they? I mean, I don't follow Real Madrid intently, but I know aren't they just decided to let Ancelotti go and replaced him with a new manager? Is that the manager you're talking about? I'm presuming. I'm not sure who Real Madrid's new manager. Like I said, I don't follow Real Madrid, so I'm not 100% sure what's going on with them. But I know that there was talk at the end of the season anyway. I know that Ancelotti was going to be let go because he didn't win the Champions League, which is just pathetic, typical Real Madrid. The arrogance of that club is unbelievable, where they think they've got a God-given right to win the competition. It's just shocking. Across the Pond Sports Talk saying, right, like I talk. Well, fair enough, mate. Well, I don't. When I come on my channel, I be professional. I try to be professional. I try to word my comments with respect. When I come on your channel, I make sure I word my messages so that they're clear, they're not offensive, they're easy for you to understand, because you are the host of your channel and you have a lot going on. So the last thing you need to be doing is sitting there with a confusing message, trying to work out what the person on your channel is trying to read. All I'm asking you for is that same consideration, mate. That's all I'm asking you for. But if you choose not to bother, that's fair enough. Not much I can do, mate, if I can't make sense of your messages. I do the best I can, but if you want to continue to make your messages confusing, that's entirely up to you, mate. Moss saying Ancelotti, Rich Sport, maybe Brazil. He also lives in Vancouver, Canada, now with his Canadian wife. Maybe Canada. Maybe Canada someday to manage. Possibly. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Rich Ball Sports is saying the officials are not rushing this decision. Very wise. Yeah, that is true. Rich Ball Sports. I've got a funny feeling it isn't going to go ahead because the amount of water on the pitch. So I've got players back out on the pitch. They're running around now, but we can still see a lot of water on the pitch. I can understand the wisdom of postponing it, but the rain just won't stop coming down. But yeah, you're right, Rich Ball Spots. It's a wise decision, but if the officials suspect that it's not going to go ahead, that they're going to see, we can see now, we're seeing the players, and the rain is just absolutely hammering it down, guys. I've got a funny feeling the officials are going to have to suspend the game anyway, with the amount of rain just keeps coming down, not stopping. If the rain stopped, then we'd have a chance of getting this game going. But even if we restart the game, the problem is with the amount of rain coming down, they can clear so much water off the pitch, but in 20 minutes time into the game, it could be waterlogged again, because there's that much, because the pitch is saturated, guys. It's absolutely saturated. So we could be having the game postponed another 20 minutes into it, because of the amount of water just being replaced to rain replacing the amount of water that's been swept off the pitch. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it is a wise decision, as you say, Rich Ball Sports. You're spot on there, mate. But I think it's an unwise decision if the match officials even slightly suspect that this is just not going to get to the 90-minute mark. It's better to just postpone it till tomorrow. But thanks for that, Rich Ball Sports. Moss saying across the pitch, that is a pond, laugh out loud. Yeah, well, I suppose that's that's a fair point. Rich Ball Sports saying it's still raining. Best to call it off until tomorrow. I would agree. I don't want to see the game called off, but I don't want to see the game called off, but we don't want to see a game affected by the amount of water on the pitch either. You'd think, I don't understand if why this pitch has got so waterlogged, to be honest, guys. It's the Scottish National Stadium. You'd think they'd have good drainage under the pitch and under soil heating and stuff like that. Well, I'm presuming they have got under soil heating, because obviously I never see the game being any games being suspended in the normal season for anything like frozen pitches. And obviously up in Scotland they get a lot of cold weather, so they get a lot of frozen pitches. So I'm presuming that is under soil heating, but the drainage is the question. So we'll see. We'll have to wait and see, guys. But yeah, it would seem to be a wiser decision to just delay it for 24 hours, because it's just not stopping raining, guys. Just not stopping. Across the pond, Sports Talk saying, I am not offensive. I never said you was offensive, mate. I never said you was offensive. Like I've just tried to explain, don't take my words the wrong way. I said I try not to be offensive. I didn't say you was offensive. Also saying, I don't see how confusing. Fair enough. You don't see it then. I won't waste my time trying to explain it then, mate. No worries. Also saying, adios for now then. No worries. Okay. Thank you very much for dropping in across the pond, Sports Talk. Appreciated, mate. Like I said, it appears that you have took offence to what I said. So what does it matter? No point me explaining any more depth. I was not trying to be offensive. I was just trying to be honest and explain that I was not. In the time that you've been coming on the channel, I've been struggling to read a lot of your messages. But obviously you don't like me voicing that opinion. So fair enough. Rich Paul Sports saying, across the pond, thanks for that info on Ancelotti and his Canadian wife. He gets on very well with his players wherever he is. He has worked. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't, to be honest, Rich, but I don't. Which manager are you talking about now? Obviously, talking about an Italian. Are you talking about Ancelotti? Right, so I'm confused. You guys referring to an Italian manager. I know Ancelotti is an Italian manager, but I thought Real Madrid were planning to let him go. That's what I'd heard. So obviously I don't know if that is the case. But like I said, I don't keep up with what's going on with Real Madrid. I know a lot of other fans are very interested in Real Madrid, but I'm not particularly interested. It's Spanish football, guys. I'm interested in UK football. So yeah, it's no offense to Real Madrid or to the La Liga. It's just personal preference, guys. That's all. That's just personal preference. And Minnie's dropped in saying, my family are watching the game in sunshine in Edinburgh. Weather is totally crazy. So it's raining in Glasgow, but it's sunny in Edinburgh. That is crazy. Absolutely well said, Minnie. Got to agree with you there, mate. So we're just seeing the officials in the Georgian goal box at the moment, just testing the ball. I don't understand why they don't just postpone the game. It's pretty obvious. They keep checking it and checking it and checking it. Obviously, I get that they want the game to go ahead. We want the game to go ahead. Well, we'll see very shortly. So thanks for that, Minnie. Rich Paul Sports is saying, I sense the confidence, sorry, mate. I sense the confidence of England growing and growing. Top players, but do you still not rate Mr. Southgate? By the way, you are Right, I was talking about Ancelotti. Okay, mate. Yeah, I got confused. I got confused. I'd like to say I don't keep up to date with what's going on with Real Madrid, mate, but I did hear that they were letting him go, so I was confused with you guys saying that Brazil are after Ancelotti from Real Madrid because I thought they were letting him go anyway. That was what I read towards the end of the season. I think I read it around the time they got beat off Manchester City. So obviously, maybe I've just fell for a bit of clickbait there. I don't know, but thanks for that, Rich Poe. And with regards to Southgate, no, I don't, mate. Winning against Malta and who was it we played yesterday? I can't remember now. There was Malta the other day, and Macedonia won it last night. Beating them kind of teams, mate, is that doesn't even compare accidentally to clubs to national teams like Spain, Italy, Brazil. So it's easy to win. We expect those games to be won, mate, and we expect them to be won with a fair amount of goals. So yeah. If you're asking if recent results have changed my opinion on Southgate, no, they haven't, mate. No, they haven't. Like I say, it's nothing against Southgate. He's an half decent manager. I don't think he's good. I just don't think he's good enough to get England to win an actual trophy. I just don't think he's good enough. So we've still got groundsmen and assistants working hard on the pitch to try and clear it of any water. And the rain has stopped for the moment. So we are hearing that we're 2 minutes away from kickoff. So we'll be seeing whether we get back underway. So, yeah, we're waiting 2 minutes apparently, and we'll be finding out if we're going to go ahead with this game. They're saying that a lot of water work has been put into clearing the pitch, which is correct, guys, absolutely correct. But there's still a lot of water on the pitch. Still a hell of a lot of water on the pitch, but we'll see. So let's go and see quickly what's going on with the other games, guys, while we're waiting for more news, whether we're going ahead with this one. So, guys, European qualifiers. Here's the results so far. All these games actually into the second half now, so it just shows how long we have been waiting for this game to get going. In Group A, Norway currently 1-0 up against Cyprus. Obviously, Scotland 1-0 up against Georgia, but the game was stopped on 10 minutes. In Group J, Bosnia Herzegovina 0, Luxembourg 1, Iceland 0, Portugal 0, Liechtenstein 0, Slovakia 1. In Group E, Faroe Islands 1, Albania 2, Moldova 1, Poland 2. In Group F, Austria 0, Sweden 0, Estonia 0, Belgium 2. In Group G, Bulgaria 1, Serbia 0, Hungary 1, Lithuania 0. In the international friendlies, guys, you also had a number of international friendlies gone on today. Some have already reached full time and others are still playing. So I'll quickly give you an update on those, guys. Japan, full time result. Japan playing Peru earlier, finished 4-1 to Japan. South Korea 1, El Salvador 1. That's a full time result. China 2, Palestine 0, that's also a full-time result, and Montenegro 1, Czech Republic 4, also a full-time result. Other friendlies that are going on right now that are still playing, Germany 0, Colombia 0, Algeria 1, Tunisia 1, and Brazil 1, Senegal 1. So there you go, guys. That brings you bang up to date with that. In the Euro under 21s qualifiers, there's also some full-time results. Latvia under 21s winning 2-0 against San Marino under 21s. Kosovo U21s 2-0 up, 2-0 win, against Estonia U21s. Andorra U21s 1-0. Drawing 1-1 with Belarus U21s, and Denmark U21s drawing 2-2 with Wales U21. So there you go, guys. That brings you bang up to date with all the fixtures going on tonight. So the players just coming off the pitch after their warm-up. So we'll find out hopefully in a moment whether we're going ahead. Rich Bo Sports saying, question, what's the worst, toughest weather you have watched a game in? I love how convincing you are about Gareth. Would you apologise if England won the Euros in Germany? Well, I don't know if I apologise, but I'd certainly eat a humble pie. I'd certainly hold my hands up and say, I judged him on wrong or whatever, because obviously if he wins a trophy, I'd be wrong. So I'd admit it. Yeah, I'd admit it, mate. If I was in the wrong, I'm man enough to always admit when I'm wrong. I'm sure some of you guys might have already seen me do it on the channel when I know that I've got an opinion wrong or whatever. So yeah, I would admit it, mate. No problem with that. But like I say, I've said it loads of times. I just don't think Gareth Southgate's got what it takes to get us over the line. I really don't. I think he's good enough to get us to the later stages of the competition, but I don't think, this is the reason why I don't think Gareth Southgate's good enough. One simple fact. He doesn't have enough fire in the belly. You cannot expect to get fire in the belly of your players when your manager's not got enough fire in the belly. You need to win a final. You need that fire in the belly. Just look at Germany when they've won World Cups. They've got fire in the belly. Look at Spain. They've got fire in the belly. They're determined. Their confidence is flowing through the team. You can see it in the way they play, that they're playing with confidence. Everybody's happy to be part of the team. Everybody's confident playing in the team. You see England get to the later stages of a competition and see them come up against a team like Brazil. You don't see that confidence in play. You don't see that. You're seeing players scratching their heads, looking at other players for inspiration, making silly mistakes, questioning their own ability. Spain never question their own ability when they get to the later stages of the competition. They go through the motions, they work as a team, and they get the results. They never, very, very rarely have I seen, I can't even remember any time when I've seen a Spanish player lacking confidence and questioning his own ability. But when we see England players playing against the top level of international football, sorry guys, just hearing news. Right, so we're hearing the game is going to restart at 9:15. Absolute madness. UEFA just dragging this out. Oh, well, we'll see what happens, guys. But they're saying the game's going to go ahead at 9:15. But them rain clouds still hovering over Hampden Park. It's not raining at this moment in time, but very much still storm clouds hanging over the stadium. So, yeah, hopefully that answers your question, Rich Ball Sports, mate. Thanks for that. Joey saying, hi, guys, have back home now. Okay, thank you, Joey. Didn't realise you'd gone, to be fair, mate. But thank you. Joey saying, I would love Southgate to prove me wrong, but can't see it. Yeah, no, that's a fair statement, Joey. I'm kind of the same, mate, to be honest. I've nothing against Southgate as a person. I just don't think he's good enough to get England to win a World Cup or a Euros. That's all it is. And I also think that he's a bit of the FA's yes man. Because he's not difficult. He's not that he's not difficult. What's the word I'm looking for? He doesn't challenge the FA. He's just that kind of guy that goes with the flow, keeps the peace. Do you get what I mean? We don't need a manager for England that keeps the peace. We need a manager for England that shows that he's motivated to do the job. And that he's got some fire in the belly to inspire the players to get it over the line when they go to a tournament. Milzard's dropping in. How's it going, Milzard? Milzard saying, hi, guys. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Good to have you with us, mate. Hope you're doing well. And thank you very much for dropping in, mate. Good to see you. Joey's saying, shocked with that decision. What with the game going ahead? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised with it because I'm not sure, even if it does restart, I'm not sure whether it'll be finished. So, yeah, I agree, Joey. Joey also saying, hi, Milzard. Nice one, Joey. Top man. Loving the positivity, mate. Milzo saying, what's happened? The game being postponed, mate, because of a waterlogged pitch. Excessively waterlogged. And we're hoping the game is going to restart at 9:15. As we've been told that off the UEFA officials. But at the moment, groundsmen's working hard on the pitch to try and sweep off as much water as possible. So, yeah, there you go, Rich Milzard. That's why we're waiting for the game to get underway with a waterlogged pitch. Thanks for that, mate. Rich Bro Sports saying, nice one, Joey, home safely. Now, Gaz, haven't you seen the fire in Southgate on the sidelines? He has worn the Three Lions jersey with pride. Have England played better footy and gone deeper in the tournament? Well, as I've just said, mate, I don't hate Gareth Southgate. I've got, he's just another football manager. I just don't agree with him being the England manager. I have a big problem with the FA, mate, the English FA. I have a massive, huge problem with the English FA, more than I do with Gareth Southgate. Why? Because they always pick yes men. England could have got further in a competition, I believe, if the FA didn't keep picking yes men. They keep picking yes men. They even went as far as picking foreign managers to avoid picking English managers that might have actually told them one or two home truths. if you ask me, a manager like obviously he's too old now. His day's done. He's he's too old. I don't know if he's retired now, but obviously he's not really involved in football anymore as a manager, and that is Harry Redknapp. When he was at Tottenham, he was flying. He was the perfect pick to go for England, but the FA refused point blank to pick him because he's not a yes man, because he's got fire in the belly, because he would have challenged the FA's thinking, because he wouldn't have conformed to the FA's yes mentality. So, I do. Other managers might not have got to the same stage as the competition by Gareth Southgate. And yet, it's, at the end of the day, reaching the later stages of competition, quarterfinals, semi-finals, of course, it's a good achievement, not denying that one bit. But it still doesn't win you the competition, does it? It still doesn't win you the competition. So it doesn't matter whether he's got us further than other managers or not. He still hasn't done what every other manager has failed to do, and that is get England to win a trophy. I would happily love Gareth Southgate to prove me wrong, as Joey just said, but I just don't see it, mate. I just do not see Gareth Southgate having the fire in the belly that will inspire the players to get us over the line and actually win a trophy. There seems to be too much nervousness in England's play when they come up against the best teams in world football in the later stages of the competition. That nervousness could be stripped away with a manager that inspires confidence, a manager that puts fire in the belly rather than fear in the belly. Gareth Southgate allows those players to go out with that fear in them when they go out on that pitch. A manager with more backbone, a manager with more confidence, a manager like, for example, Klopp, Guardiola. Do you think they let their players go out onto the pitch lacking in confidence? If they see their players going out on the pitch lacking in confidence, you see them going nuts on the touchline. You see them going absolutely nuts on the touchline, pointing here, there, and everywhere, shouting at players. Don't see that from Gareth Southgate. I'm not saying he doesn't show a bit of emotion on the touchline, but it's nothing compared to the level that you see. Even Arteta, you should know this, mate. Arteta, loads of criticism of Arsenal fans, but you see that fire in the belly when he's on that touchline. You see how much he wants Arsenal to win, how much he wants to inspire the players to have that winning mentality. You see that with Arsenal, with Arteta, a new, young, up-and-coming manager. You see it. I don't see that in Gareth Southgate. I just don't see it. So, yeah, that's my thinking, mate. That's my thinking. Like I say, Rich Paul Sports, you do not have to agree with my opinion, mate. That's fine. Clearly, you do seem to like Gareth Southgate because you keep bringing the subject up. So that's fair enough. I respect that you like him. That's not a problem. It's not that I dislike him, mate. I just don't think he's good enough to get England to win a trophy. But yeah, thanks for that, mate. Rich Paul Sports also saying, is the rain still coming down? Is it light or heavy rain? Hi, Millsard. Thanks for that, Rich Paul Sports. No, the rain has actually stopped at the moment. So, yeah, thanks for that, Rich Paul Sports. Millsard saying hi. Thanks, Millsard. Good to see you guys making that effort to welcome each other and say hi. As the players just coming back onto the pitch now, guys. Oh, I'm really frustrated with this game being delayed for so long. So players are coming back out of the tunnel now. So rain is not coming down, guys. I can see now. Sorry, I was just waiting for a camera angle to show me. No, it has stopped raining. Well, it did stop a while, but it's still not raining. So hopefully we get a chance of getting this game done and dusted. So sorry, guys. I was just trying to work out if it is. I think it has stopped raining. It's really difficult to see with the camera angles. If it is still raining, it is raining very mildly, guys. Very, very mildly. It's not absolutely bucketing it down like it was. Rich Paul Sports saying, Gaz, we should have some more debates together. I love the passion from the heart. What I noticed in the quality of players England have, our fans or coaches more important? Great answer, Gaz. Well, thank you very much, Rich Paul Sports. Appreciate the positive comment, mate. Thank you. Our fans or coaches more important? How do you mean by that? Well, obviously, from my point of view, I'm always going to say fans are more important in all football, not just international football, all football. All football. Fans, without fans, football doesn't make all these millions of pounds. You know, it doesn't. These players don't earn thousands of pounds every week from their clubs without fans. You know, this is what gets me, guys. Remember, the money invested in football doesn't come from Sky. It doesn't come from BT. It comes from you. Because who gives Sky and BT that money in the first place? You guys. You guys pay for Sky, BT, all these top media companies to provide you with match coverage. So you guys pay TV companies massive amounts of money every year, and then they pass a percentage of that money onto each football club and each football league. So you guys, though, the money is always coming from you guys. Don't matter how it gets there, it's always coming from you guys as football fans. So to me, with regards to your question, Rich Paul Sports, to me, the most important people in football are always the fans. Because the fans are the ones that paid all the club's bills. Without fans paying ticket revenue and TV revenue and stuff like that, you know, clubs can't pay for a groundsman. They can't pay for lighting for night games. They can't pay for stewards. They can't pay for nothing. Every penny that goes into a football club comes from you, the fans. Every single penny. Not one penny comes from anywhere else other than the fans. Why do you think rich owners are investing millions of pounds into football clubs, or happy to? Because they know they're going to get that money back somewhere else further down the line. So there you go. That's my answer to that with regards to what's more important. I would always say fans, mate. I would always say fans. Coaches do a fantastic job. They do deserve, I think that the backroom staff deserve more credit than they get. I think the backroom staff deserve a little bit, not excessively, but a little bit more publicity that they get for the work that they do. Because let's be honest, you know, there's no I in team, as I've said before. And a manager doesn't do all the coaching on his own. He's got God knows how many assistants. So all them assistants all contribute to that team doing well. They should get a little bit more credit, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, with regards to your question, Rich Bo, I would always say fans first. But yeah, coaches and assistants do deserve a lot more credit. And as for players, only one thing to say about players. players in this modern day and age of football need to start eating a massive piece of humble pie and recognise how lucky they are to be in such a privileged position. We have now got players asking in excess of £250,000 for wages, demanding higher wages. Please explain to me how any player needs more than £250,000 a week. Please explain that, because I would love to know anybody try and justify to me why any player needs more than £250,000 a week. Marcus Rashford, I believe, is just about to sign or just signing a new contract of £330,000 a week. Why does he need that kind of a wage for a footballer? Is £250,000 not high enough? Are players that greedy that they are not content with £250,000 a week, guys? Bear in mind, £250,000 a week. Normally, the club also pay the tax bill as well. So that means every month that player is earning £1 million a month. And that's if it's a 4-week month. If it's a 5-week month, they're earning more than £1 million a month. How does any player need more than that? By the time they retire, they're going to be so rich. They're going to have more money than most people can dream of. So to me, players definitely no, they need to take a massive piece of humble pie and start recognising that they're in a privileged position. And without the backing and support of the fans, they don't get them fat wage packets. Don't you get me started on players and wages, mate. Please don't. Honest. It riles me up like you would not believe. So we're just having officials checking the pitch again for how the ball is rolling. Rich Paul Sports saying, make sure you eat and drink later. You're putting in the shift. I'd like Scotland to qualify for Euro 2024. The Scottish game needs a boost. Thank you very much, Rich Paul Sports. Been nice to have you come and get involved in the conversation, mate. Appreciate all your comments. I know we don't always agree on opinions, but that's what football's about. You guys, hopefully, old enough, wise enough to not to take what I say too seriously. At the end of the day, it's just me voicing my opinions. I don't mean to offend anybody, but a lot of the time I do, because people don't like it when you speak honestly and truthfully. And I always say, guys, I believe in being honest and truthful, but I don't ever mean any offense with it. But thank you very much, Rich Paul Sports. Always a pleasure enjoying a bit of debate with you, mate. So thank you very much for that. And yes, I totally agree. I would love to see Scotland qualify for the next Euros. Benjamin Gabriel, how's it going, Benjamin? Welcome to Football Fandom UK. Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're well. Pleasure to have you drop in, mate. And let us know if your thoughts on this game, if you're supporting a particular team, and how you think the result will go. We'd love to hear from you with a score prediction, mate. But thank you, Benjamin Gabriel. Good to have you with us, mate. Welcome to the show. Rich Paul Sports saying Georgia are on my mind. I wonder if they want the game to go ahead. As for the money question, it is crazy. It is a crazy world. Yeah, that's probably the perfect way to analyze it. Rich Paul Sports, yeah, absolutely. And I think you might be right. I think maybe Georgia would probably possibly prefer the game to be postponed. I don't know how much longer we're going to have to wait for this, but the referee still checking the pitch. So apparently they've delayed it now for another 10 minutes. I don't understand this. Did it? Can't have this game delayed much longer, guys. So you've got to think about fans getting home, public transport, that kind of thing. And also people have work commitments and stuff tomorrow as well, don't they? So massive respect to the players. They're just giving the fans a round of applause for their patience. But yeah, really getting to the nitty gritty now. Minimo saying, Gaz, what's happening? The Scots in the stadium ready. Need free beer. Yeah, that's what they should do. That's a great suggestion, Minnie. They should give all the fans a free pint, shouldn't they? Yeah. At the minute, we've had it delayed for another 10 minutes. Another 10 minutes, but we can't have any more delays. Fans have got to make their way home. They've got work commitments in the morning. So teams... Right, so we're hearing that it might be Georgia that are actually holding the game up. Scotland are raring to go. The Scotland team out on the pitch have been warming up. They're happy to get on with it. But we're hearing that the Georgia team are not as happy to continue the game. So, yeah, we're having all the players in the tunnel at the minute. So it looks like they could be coming out to play. So Georgia just coming out of the tunnel now as the Scotland fans are booing them. So Georgia out on the pitch, warming up. Rich Paul Sports saying, have the fans stayed on in the stadium? The officials must be trying not to clog up the football calendar. Yes, mate. The fans have stayed in the stadium. All the fans still in the stadium. They're eager to see the game go ahead. And yeah, I think you're right. I think the match officials trying to avoid postponing it, but I don't see what the big deal is of postponing it for 24 hours. Chances are it's not going to be as much rain tomorrow. And even if there is, why couldn't they have another stadium on standby? It's in Glasgow. You could use Ibrox. You could use Celtic Park. Their pitch might be in better condition, less water. So why not just, change it to a different stadium? Probably because of money, because apparently it comes in the sponsorship deals with national stadiums being involved, apparently. So I don't know how much detail is in that, but I know I heard it mentioned in the Scottish Cup final a while back. So, yeah, it looks like it's the Georgia team that are reluctant to carry on with the game. Rich Post Sport saying, I'm going to have a cuppa as the drama mounts. What did we say about Georgia? I suspect they won't reach Germany. No, I suspect they won't reach Germany as well, mate. But you can understand, at the end of the day, they're entitled to try and, argue for better conditions, aren't they, I suppose? At the end of the day, the fact that they probably won't make it to Germany is probably even more important for them to try and get a positive result out of this game, because, like I say, you got to remember, guys, nations get awarded more money the more games they win. I don't know if how exactly it works in international football, but I know in UEFA's UEFA's Champions League, I know what they do in that. The more games a player wins, so yeah, so it won't affect the football calendar anyway, will it, guys? It wouldn't affect the football calendar to postpone it for 24 hours because there's not much football to be played over the next. Well, I worked it out. I think the next game that's relevant to the UK is a friendly in 10 days' time. 10 days' time is the next game that's relevant to the UK football, which is a friendly game for the ladies' national team before they fly out to Australia. So George is still out on the pitch warming up. So now the Scotland fans starting to clap around the stadium. I think they're clapping to try and encourage the officials to get this game started, because this is not like a rounded applause clap. This is more like a chant clap. So let's go to the other games, guys. So while we're waiting for this game, we could have had this game done and dusted by now. Let's let you know what's going on in the other games, guys. European Championship, Norway. Still, all these games still playing. Norway currently winning 3-0 against Cyprus. Scotland, obviously, as we know, game suspended at the moment, waiting to know what's going on. In Group J, Bosnia-Herzegovina losing 2-0 to Luxembourg. Iceland 0-0 with Portugal. Liechtenstein 0, Slovenia 1. In Group E, Faroe Islands 1, Albania 2. Moldova 3, Poland 2. Group F, Austria 1, Sweden 0. Estonia 0, Belgium 2. Group G, Bulgaria 1, Serbia 0. Hungary 2, Lithuania 0. And also international friendlies, guys. These are full-time results. Japan 4, Peru 1, South Korea 1, El Salvador 1, China 2, Palestine 0, and Montenegro 1, Czech Republic 4. Those full-time results. Some other international friendlies that are still playing. Germany 0, Colombia 2, Algeria 1, Tunisia 1, Brazil 2, Senegal 3. And also in Euro under-21s qualifiers, Latvia 2-0 winners against San Marino, Kosovo 2-0 winners against Estonia, Andorra drew 1-1 with Belarus, and Denmark drew 2-2 with Wales. As I say, guys, that's the Euro U21s qualifiers. But yeah, some interesting results there, guys. Interesting to see Germany losing 2-0 to Colombia, and also Brazil losing at the moment 3-2 to Senegal. So don't know what you guys make of that. So thanks for that, Rich Pro Sports. Appreciated, mate. Georgia players still on the pitch warming up. I don't know how much longer they can postpone this now. We've got to have a decision Scotland players now coming out. So it looks like we are going to be underway, guys. I don't even know what time it is now. What time is it? So we're close to 10 o'clock. Joey saying 9:30. Thank you, Joey. Sorry, I haven't got a clock anywhere here that's close by, and I don't bring my phone in when I'm live streaming because it'll be bleeping away and just interfering in the with background noise. But thank you very much, Joey, top man. Thank you. Appreciate you letting me know. So we've basically been sat here for an hour and 45 minutes, and we've had 10 minutes of football. So the players back on the pitch now as we're about to get underway. So we're back underway, guys, as Georgia kick us off. And now Georgia play the ball all the way back to the goalkeeper. Still quite a bit of water on the pitch. Not as bad as it was earlier, but there is still water, surface water on the pitch. Ball on that far side now as Georgia come forward, chasing down this near side, looking to get in behind the Scotland defence. But Scotland man marking all the way as now Georgia coming to the box, getting a shot off, but it's well wide of this near side post and goes out for a goal kick, to Scotland. So goal kick now as Scotland goalkeeper gets us back underway, kicking the ball long up the field. Now Scotland intercept it, knocking the ball out to this near side as it goes out of play, and that will be a throw in to Georgia midway inside their own half of the field. Now Scotland with the possession deep inside their own half of the field. And Scotland now just knocking the ball about. And Scotland bring the ball forward towards the halfway line. It's just knocking it about at the minute inside their own half of the field. And so Georgia press the ball from the front, forcing Scotland back. But now Scotland just content to keep the possession at the moment, just on the edge of the halfway line, inside their own half of the field. Obviously just getting the feel for the ball again after that long stoppage. Now Scotland with the ball on that far side as they come forward now towards the edge of the Georgia box. Coming racing into the box as the goalkeeper initially saves it, and then the ball is cleared up the field by Georgia as Scotland intercept it midway inside Georgia's half, but then lose it. Now Georgia with a possession on the far side as they try to relieve the pressure, but Scotland have won it back and then lose it again as Georgia win the possession. Now Georgia coming forward down that far side into the Scotland half of the field, looking to get in behind, but Scotland managing to intercept the ball on that far side as they knock it out for a throw-in. So throwing on the far side for Georgia inside Scotland's half of the field. Scotland winning the possession back as they now kick the ball long up to the halfway line as it's headed back in the direction it came from by Georgia. Now the ball out of play again. Oh, sorry, guys. So now Scotland with the possession midway. Sorry. Well, was midway inside their own half, but now they're pushed up to the halfway line now with a long ball out to this near side as they come towards the edge of the Georgia box. Ball chipped in. And it's a poor one as it goes out behind for a goal kick on that far side. Joey saying, fair play to you guys for carrying on. Thank you very much, Joey. Yeah, I am. I've got to be honest, probably let the frustration get to me a little bit sitting here as I was hoping for an earlier finish tonight so that I could get on with the preparations for the Who Am I competition, but it seems that it's written in the stars that I do lots of late match watch-alongs, isn't it? With the amount of extra time we've had and finishing games late, it seems to be that I can't seem to get to bed any earlier than 3 o'clock in the morning at the moment. So, yeah, but thank you very much, Joey. I appreciate you recognising that, mate. But, yeah, I tried to stick it out. Although I'm extremely frustrated at the minute because I know that this massive delay is going to massively impact on my start to tomorrow, which is not good. So apologies, guys, if you're sensing some of my frustration, but that's why, because after a week of match watch-alongs, I was hoping to switch my attention to other things after tonight. Ball comes into the box for Scotland towards the back post as it's headed on, but just wide of this near side post. So that will, I'm not sure if it took a deflection, but yeah, that's going to be a goal kick to Georgia. Ball out to that far side as now Georgia try and build from the back, but they give it away to Scotland on that far side as Scotland pass it back to the halfway line. And now Scotland with the possession as they try to push forward now and playing the ball out to this near side as McTominay now running in behind the Georgia defence. Cross comes into the box as he's just unable to get on the end of it. And now Georgia managed to clear the ball up the field, but it's intercepted by Scotland as they head it back in the direction it came from. But Georgia now kick the ball long up the field and it goes out on that far side for a throw into Scotland midway inside their own half of the field. Joey saying, does the pitch look better now? It does, mate. There is still pockets of waterlogged patches on it, but the ball's moving a lot better across the pitch. They have managed to sweep quite a lot of water off it, but as I say, there is still pockets of water, surface water on the pitch. You can see it when the players are running. As they run, you can see the splashes coming up off their boots. So, yeah, as I say, it's still a certain amount of water, especially in the Georgia box. You can see there's a big patch of a waterlogged part of the pitch. Even though they've brushed loads of water off around the goal boxes, there's just still a lot of water in that Georgia box at the moment. but hopefully it's not going to have too much of an impact on the game. Ball kicked long up the field now by the goalkeeper as McTominay picks it up now, coming racing down this near side as Georgia man marking him all the way, but McTominay manages to find a teammate as a ball played out on this near side. Now it goes out for a corner. Good work there from Kieran Tierney. So corner on this near side for Scotland. $18 gone, guys. Scotland 1, Georgia 0. Ball comes in. It's deep towards the back post as it's knocked away. Now Georgia trying to break, but they end up playing it out on that far side, and that will be another throw in to Scotland. Probably about 12 yards from the corner flag. And so Kieran Tierney to take the throw in on the far side. Ball long throw into the box. Georgia had it away, but Scotland had it back into the box. Now they pick up the pieces on the edge of the Georgia box, playing it back to the halfway line and all the way back to the goalkeeper. Ball played long out to that far side by the goalkeeper as Tierney picks it up now. And now Tierney with a cross into the box as Georgia managed to deflect it away out to this near side. And now Georgia with the possession as they try to push up the field to relieve some pressure on their box. Still quite a lot of water on the pitch, guys, in certain places. Ball, long crossfield ball by Georgia as they come forward now and get a shot off on the edge of the box, but it's a poor one, well high and wide and over the bar. So Scotland now playing out from the back as they play the ball up to the halfway line, and now a long ball down that far side of the pitch, but Georgia intercept it as they now try to play up the field to relieve the pressure on their goal. Scotland pressing from the front as Georgia managed to play the ball out to this near side where there is a considerable amount, or seems to be a considerable amount more water on this near side than the far side of the pitch. Ball kicked long down that far side by Georgia, and it goes out of play, and that will be a throw-in. So throwing to Scotland on the far side of the pitch. Kieran Tierney to take it. Long throwing up towards the halfway line by Tierney as it's knocked back into the Scotland half by Georgia. And now Scotland had it back as they pick up the possession now, coming forward out to this near side. As Scotland forced to play it back to the goalkeeper under pressure from Georgia. Got to give credit to Georgia. They're pressing the ball well as the goalkeeper knocks the ball out to the far side of the pitch, and Scotland player there unable to keep it in, and it goes out for a throw into Georgia. Inside the Scotland half of the field. Georgia take it quickly, throwing it back to their defensive line as they now play the ball long out to this near side. Coming forward now towards the edge of the Scotland box as Scotland forced back to the edge of their box at the moment as Georgia just with a spell of possession. And so play it back to the halfway line. And now Georgia still in possession at the moment inside their own half of the field. Ball played back to the goalkeeper. Ball kicked long up to the halfway line from the goalkeeper. Scotland pick up the pieces now inside their own half. They're forced to play it back to the goalkeeper under pressure from Georgia. And now goalkeeper chips it out to this near side as Scotland head it back into the centre of the field. And now Georgia pick up the possession on the halfway line. Stevie's saying, does it look like Georgia have many fans there? To be honest, Stevie, I haven't actually seen any of the Georgia fans, so I'm not actually sure which part of the stadium they're in. But no, I'm not seeing an awful lot of Georgia fans, or if they are, they're tucked away in the part of the stadium that the camera is not showing. Georgia now with a possession has fouled in the centre circle, and now the referee blows for the foul. 24 minutes gone, guys. Still Scotland 1, Georgia 0. But thanks for that, Stevie. Good question, mate. I'll try and take notice if I can see any of the Georgia fans. Ball out to this near side as it's chipped forward by Georgia now, but goes straight to the Scotland goalkeeper. As Scotland now play out from the back. Now Scotland with the ball out to this near side. As they play it back. Just knocking it about at the moment inside their own half of the field. Tierney coming forward now as he plays it out to that far side. And now Scotland coming forward with McGregor on the edge of the box, but he just had it nicked the ball, pinched off his toes as Georgia managed to clear it up the field. But now Scotland come again down that far side as they try to come into the box, but Georgia just managing to get a toe to it, and they've knocked it behind, and that will be a corner to Scotland on the far side of the pitch. Corner comes in. It's deep. Georgia had it away, but Scotland had it back into the box. And now Scotland with a possession as they get a shot off, but it's blocked and deflects out of the box as Scotland pick it up now midway inside Georgia's half of the field, playing it out to that far side as McTominay tries to take it forward, but runs into traffic and now plays it back. Now a long ball out to this near side as Kieran Tierney picks up the possession, certainly putting himself about at the minute. 1 minute he's on the far side of the pitch, then he's on this near side of the pitch as Georgia allow the ball to play out of play there, and it goes behind for a goal kick to Georgia. Where's all these people gone that were interested in this game? Georgia now with the possession as they knock the ball out to that far side, back towards their goal. And now Georgia with a ball knocked long up towards the halfway line. And Scotland pick up the possession now, trying to play it forward, but it's cut out by Georgia as the Scotland fans break into song. And now Georgia coming forward on this near side of the pitch. As they're forced backwards by the Scotland players defending from the front. Georgia still with a possession at the moment, midway inside their own half. Scotland pushing players forward to try and press the ball as they do now win it back midway inside Georgia's half, coming racing towards the box. Ball knocked out to that far side as a cross comes in and it's knocked away by Georgia out to that far side, and that will be a throw-in to Scotland. But Scotland doing really well there as they press the ball, forcing Georgia into a mistake. So throwing on the far side for Scotland. Throwing taken short as Scotland now tried to play it in behind, but a bit of miscommunication there. Sees the ball go behind, and that will be a goal kick to Georgia. So ball out to this near side for Georgia as they kick the ball long up the field, and it goes straight out of play, and that will be a throw-in to Scotland midway inside their own half of the field. So thanks for that, Stevie. Top stuff, mate. So Georgia with the possession at the moment. Just knocking it along the halfway line. So play it out to that far side. Now coming forward as Scotland challenge for it, but Georgia play it back to the halfway line. And Georgia now with a long ball out to that far side as it's challenged by Scotland, but Georgia still managing to keep the possession. And now the referee blows for an offside as Scotland get us back underway with the possession, pushing forward up towards the halfway line as they come forward now into the Georgia half, but give it away and Georgia win back possession. Across the pond, Sports Talk saying Norway won 3-1, Cyprus. Whoa, Moldova 2-0 down to Poland, and 1-3-2 Austria beat the Swedes. Okay, thank you for that, mate. Yeah, I not read out the full-time results as of yet. Obviously, this game not gone as we planned it, but thank you for that, Moss. I appreciate the update, mate. I don't know if you've heard another result that might be of interest to you. Where was it now? Yeah, Germany being losing today in a friendly tonight against Colombia 2-0. Don't know if that interests you, mate. It's only a friendly, obviously, but still a significant defeat for the Germans. And also Brazil currently losing against Senegal 3-2. That game into extra time at the moment. So ball out on the far side of the pitch for a throw-in to Scotland. Moss saying that was a nice... All right, yeah, that was a nice rendition of Flowers of Scotland I heard at the Scotland match. Yes, it was, mate. Absolutely. Got to agree with you there. The Scotland fans showing their national pride. And it did sound good going around the ground, mate. Got to agree with you. Thanks for that. Across the pond, Sports Talk. Joey saying that shower was needed. Laugh out loud. Wife moaning, bringing in dirt. Was you a bit dirty, Joey? Was you a bit dirty? I know exactly how you feel when you're coming from work and you're feeling a bit grubby. Scotland now with a possession on the far side. As they work the ball towards the edge of the box, cross comes in and it's just unable for the Scotland players to get to that as the ball deflects out to this near side. But Georgia trying to keep it in. Scotland win it back and then managed to deflect the ball off a Georgia player, and it's gone out on this near side for a corner to Scotland. Good bit of play there by the Scottish players getting the rebound. Joey saying, heard you signed a goalkeeper, mate. You was only saying last week you need one. Yes, we have, mate. Yes, we have. Bolton signed a goalkeeper. I'm not sure if it was yesterday or today, whenever it went through, but I've not read an awful lot about him, mate. But yes, I did hear about that. Georgia managing to clear the ball up the field from the corner. Scotland pick it up now. And Billy Gilmore kicks it out on this near side. Georgia now gets back underway as they kick the ball long, and that's a poor effort by Georgia as the ball goes out of play, and that will be a goal kick to Scotland. So yeah, Joey, I've heard about that. I've not read up on him yet. I did read a little article that popped up on my phone from Bolton, but obviously the club don't tell you a lot of details. All they tell you, we've signed such and body. That's all they tell you when they post it on social media. They don't tell you where they've got him from, how old he is, how many games he's played. They don't tell you none of that. I don't know if you guys find it, but I find it. Some clubs. News that comes on social media sometimes can be really frustrating because they just don't give you no information, do they? But thanks for that, Joey. Ryan Clark, welcome to the show, mate. How you doing? Ryan saying, hey up, everyone. Good evening, lads and ladies. Thank you very much, Ryan. Good evening to you as well, mate. Welcome to the show. Hope you're having a good day and a pleasure to have you come and get involved, mate. Thank you very much for that, Ryan Clark. So ball out on this near side for a throw into Scotland. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that thumbs up if you could. It is appreciated and helps a little bit with more fans seeing us. Scotland now winning the ball back on the halfway line as they come racing forward now with Andy Robertson on that far side as they come into the box. And Andy Robertson the ball just getting away from him there as it goes out, and that will be a goal kick to Georgia. So Georgia now with a possession as they play out from the back. Ball out on that far side. Joey saying, hi, Ryan. Thanks, Joey, top man. Always appreciate the positivity, mate. Thanks for that. So ball with Georgia at the moment as they knock it back into their own half. And Stevie, if you're there, mate, you're going to have to keep an eye on the watch time for this stream because we wasted 2 hours waiting for the game to start. And I know we're on StreamYard, aren't we? So no, I'm thinking of the other streaming platform we use. We have a 4-hour limit on it. So yeah, we should be okay for this one. Can't believe this game's going to be finishing so late, though. Georgia now with the possession as they play out from the back. Now playing the ball out to that far side as they chip the ball forward now with a long ball up into the Scotland half of the field. Still on that far side, but Scotland win it back now as they now just knocking it about inside their own half of the field. So Georgia winning the ball back again, deep inside their own half as they try to come forward. Ryan Clark saying not for Barnsley again. All right. All right, he's saying not good for Barnsley against again board and manager and sell. Oh, that's not good news if that's what's going on, mate. You don't want to be just selling all your best players. Georgia still with the possession on that far side as they come forward now towards the edge of the Scotland box. Scotland with plenty of bodies behind the ball at the moment as Georgia just having a spell of possession. Scotland pressing the ball well. But Georgia still with a possession as they knock it out to that far side. But yeah, thanks for that, Ryan. That's not good news, mate. Not good news at all. So just coming up to 39 minutes gone, guys, and it's Scotland 1, Georgia 0. So Scotland now with possession just inside their own half of the field. So they play it forward out to that far side now. As Scotland forced to play it back to the halfway line under pressure from Georgia, but now they come down the middle. And Scotland now on the edge of the Georgia box as they play it out to that far side and now getting behind as they cut the ball back and now a ball chipped into the box headed towards goal and it's gone just wide of that far side post and that will be a goal kick to Georgia. Oh, Georgia with a poor ball there as they had the possession on this near side, tried switching the play out to the far side where there's more room, couldn't keep it in, and it's gone out for a throw into Scotland. Scotland now with a cross into the box and a mistimed shot sees Georgia manage to clear it, but Scotland still in possession on this near side as they play it back to the halfway line. Out to that far side. And now Scotland coming forward towards the edge of the Georgia box as McTominay forced backwards to keep possession under pressure from the Georgia defender. Now Scotland play it into the centre of the park. But finding equally as much traffic there as they just content to have the possession to avoid Georgia winning it. As they play it forward now, strong challenge comes in from Georgia, claims for a foul, but referee giving nothing as Georgia play it forward and out to that far side. And the ball just gets away from them and goes out for a throw-in to Scotland. But yeah, Scotland could have had a second there. Just didn't mistime that pass, that shot on goal then. But Georgia now with winning the ball on that far side as they managed to push Scotland back towards the edge of their own box. As Georgia just knocking it about at the moment, midway inside the Scotland's half of the field as they play it back to the halfway line under pressure from Scotland and eventually all the way back to the goalkeeper. Ball out to that far side for Georgia. And Scotland challenge for it. And now Scotland win it back as they play it down the middle. Now coming towards the edge of the Georgia box. So McGregor plays it out wide. And now McTominay with a shot. And the goalkeeper dives the right way. I'm not sure if that took a deflection, but it's gone wide of this near side post. Yeah, goalkeeper, I think, did get a hand to that. So we should have a corner. And Ryan is saying Duff going to Swansea and Mads going to Luton. Well, that's not good news if you're losing your best players, mate. But let's hope the club are going to reinvest that transfer money. Now the corner comes in. It's knocked away out to this near side as Scotland get another cross into the box, but it's headed behind, and that will be another corner to Scotland on the far side of the pitch this time. But thanks for that, Ryan. I'm sorry to hear it, mate. Yeah, we'll have time to talk more about club football in the next couple of weeks. But thanks you for that, Ryan. Millsard saying still live. Yes, I am, mate. You know me. Try to stay out of a start a stream. I try to stick it out till I finished, although I should be off by now because I've got early start tomorrow. And I've been up late recently for the CONCACAF nations. So I'm going to be like a zombie tomorrow, thanks to this game. But yeah, Millsard still sticking it out. If I started, I try to stay and finish the stream and keep you guys informed. Not everybody able to watch every game, so that's part of the reason why we do the match watch alongs, to keep you guys informed in case you don't have the channel that the game is actually on. But thanks for that, Millsard. Appreciate you dropping back in, mate. Joey's saying remember to smash that like button, guys. Thank you very much, Joey. Appreciated. Yeah, really do appreciate that. Top man, Joey. You're a star, mate. Ball kicked long now by the Scotland goalkeeper up to the Georgia half. It's now Scotland coming forward towards the edge of the box. And now a shot from distance as it takes a deflection. And that will be another corner to Scotland. But McGinn there trying to do it all on his own. And that, if that hadn't took the deflection, it potentially could have been another goal. So corner on this near side, guys. We've got 4 minutes added on time at the end of this first half. I'll come back to your comments in a moment, guys. So McGinn with the corner as he kicks it in, and it's deep towards the back post. Georgia nodding it away. As now the referee blows for a foul in the box, and that will be a free kick to Georgia. I didn't see nothing wrong there, but clearly the referee's seen something. Georgia now playing ball forward. And say, coming to the Scotland half of the field. Now knocking the ball out to this near side as they come towards the edge of the Scotland box. Scotland shifting players across the field and just managing to knock it out for a throw-in on this near side. So, yeah, top man, Joey, you're a star, mate. Thank you very much for that. Millsard saying I have. Thank you, Millsard. Really do appreciate it, guys. Also, thank you to all you other guys that have hit the like button as well. Really do appreciate the support, guys. Top stuff. Thank you. George is still with a possession on this near side as they now try to play the ball across the face of goal. Across the edge of the box. Attempted shot, but it's blocked off by the Scotland defenders and deflects out to this near side corner. Throwing, taken quickly for Georgia as they throw it back to the halfway line, and now just knocking it about at the moment on the halfway line as eventually they kick the ball long out to that far side. But now Scotland have intercepted it with Andy Robertson on the ball, playing it forward for McTominay, but McTominay unable to keep possession as Georgia managed to get a foot for that to that ball and intercept it. Now Georgia coming forward down this near side as they come again towards the edge of the Scotland box, looking for an opportunity to get across. As they do eventually get across into the box, but it's headed away by Scotland as they now kick the ball long up to the halfway line, and it's eventually knocked out on this near side for another throw-in. Pretty much bang on the halfway line. 2.5 minutes of the 4 minutes added on time played. So 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining. And this throw-in will be Scotland's. Pretty much bang on the halfway line, guys, as they throw it long down this near side as Scotland challenge for it. And now we've got a foul. So the Scotland player there just booked with a yellow card. It's Hickey. He just mistimed the putting his foot down, to be fair. So, yeah, Hickey, the Scotland player, into the referee's book with a yellow card for standing on the Georgia player's foot. It wasn't intentional. Just a coming together, really. Georgia now get us back underway with a free kick midway inside their own half of the field as they now play the ball across the centre and out to that far side as they now come racing forward into the Scotland half of the field as Scotland challenge for the ball, but Georgia managing to keep it as they kick it long now forward up towards the edge of the Scotland box, but it's intercepted by Kieran Tierney and he knocks it out on that far side for a throw-in. So Georgia with a throw-in, but no time for the throw-in as the referee blows the whistle for half-time. So thanks, Millsard. Appreciated, mate. And Stevie's saying, thanks, Joey. Absolutely nice one, Stevie. And also, Joey, you're a star, mate. Thank you. Millsard saying, Gaz, I was talking to Ratcliffe Borough captain the other day in the shop, and he is finished with a Wigan. Oh, sorry, he is friends with a Wigan player. Apparently, our old owner did have money and didn't want to pay them for not winning. Well, then, if that is the case, mate, if that is the case, then he's not the kind of people he's not the kind of person that should be owning a football club if he's not going to honour his obligations. And this is, if that is the case as well, Millsard, that's more evidence that the FA and the EFL are not doing their job properly. That this fit and proper persons test is completely inadequate. How is it that football players know that an owner is not prepared to spend money on a football club, and they can know these things, and yet the FA don't have the brain power to work that out, to do the maths? Do they not interview players to find out how owners conduct themselves, where they should be doing? Yeah, like I say, mate, that's not a surprise to hear. Just more evidence of the EFL not doing their job properly and proving that the fit and proper, so-called fit and proper persons test for the EFL is not worth the paper it's written on. But thank you very much for that, Millsard. Really do appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much for the update. I'm going to hopefully be trying to talk to a few football people myself in the near future. Ryan Clark saying, should Wigan take Bolton down to League Two? Laugh out loud. I'm not even going to reply to that one, Ryan. Joey saying Bolton will be in Championship next. Can't see them going down. Yeah, Ryan, I think you need to watch Bolton, mate. If you think that Bolton are going to be dropping down to League Two, it would take one hell of a poor season for Bolton to drop down to League Two, mate. We're building a pretty good team now. It's Bolton on the way up, mate. You should have enough football knowledge to be aware of that, really. You can tell when a team's doing well and on the way up, and you can tell when a team's doing bad and on its way down. And Bolton have had their bad spell. They're now on the way back up. So, yeah, I'm sure the Wigan game in League One will still be a testing game. Wigan won't make life easy for Bolton. I'm sure it's going to be an absolute cracking game. But yeah, as for Bolton going down to League Two, not going to happen, mate. Not going to happen. If you're that confident that Bolton could go down to League Two, I challenge you to go to the bookies and put £100 on it. Millsard saying, same. Thank you, Millsard. I think that's replying to Joey or my previous comment about the Wigan owners. But thank you very much for that, Millsard. Millsard saying if Wigan win our first three, we will win. We will still have 43 games remaining to get promoted. Yeah, I expect you guys probably start picking up more results next season. And I think, to be fair, mate, I think the League One will help you guys get some confidence into your players and into the team, which is desperately needed right now, in it, Millsard, after the disappointing season you guys had last season and getting relegated. But you got relegated because your owner didn't back you. Your owner completely left you hanging out to dry, because if then 3 points hadn't been deducted for non-payment of players, Wigan would have more likely stayed up. But the owners got that 3 points deduction for not paying the players' wages. So, guys, just bear with me a second. I am going to quickly give you guys the match stats and how the game has gone. But before I do, I quickly want to give you guys a little preview of what is coming in the next week or two on Hampden. So just bear with me a second. So here's you may have seen it earlier. I did promote it at the start of the stream, but I was always planning to also let you guys know about it at half time. So this is what's coming in the next week or two on Hampden, guys. A new competition that I have designed called Who Am I? You've probably seen other YouTubers play a similar competition. You may have even seen it on social media, similar competitions. So it is similar to how other people have done it, but I have designed it in a slightly different way, where you guys compete for points in a league table and compete against each other, testing your player knowledge. And this, there will be a video being uploaded on the channel in the next week. Hopefully it'll be in the next few days if my work commitments allow. But if not, it'll be definitely on within the next week. If you are interested to take part in Who Am I, then you need to look out for that video when it is uploaded onto Hampden, and you need to add your name in the comments to let me know that you wish to take part. So I want as many of you guys to be involved as possible, but I can't get into the nitty-gritty of planning it until I know how many fans are wanting to take part. So if you like the sound of that, guys, please do look out for that video. As I say, hoping to get it on in the next couple of days, but if it isn't on in the next couple of days, it will definitely be on within the next week. So you guys need to look out for that if you want to take part in the Who Am I competition. It's just for fun to test it on the channel, and also as a thank you to you guys for your fantastic support throughout this season. But if you like the sound of that, guys, like I say, you need to watch out for the video that's going to be uploaded on the channel in the next few days or a week. Add your name in the comments section, just saying that you want to take part, and then I will be able to know exactly how many fans want to take part in being involved in that. So if it sounds good to you guys, like I say, just watch out for that video, and more details will be coming in that video to let you guys know more about it. But yeah, thank you very much. As I say, I'm hoping to get the competition played in about a week. So yeah, watch out for that video if you like the sound of that, guys. So let's get back to the game. And I'm going to quickly share with you guys on the screen. So let's share the match stats with you guys. Hang on a minute. Bear with me a second, guys. Just get it on. Trying to find the right one. Sorry, guys. Apologies. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So let me just... There we go. So here's the match stats, guys. How the game has gone in the first half. I've shared it on the screen so you guys can see it, but I'll read it to you in case you are watching on a phone or listening in on a phone and the numbers are too small for you to see it. So shots so far for both teams, guys. 9 shots for Scotland, 5 shots for Georgia. Shots on target, 2 for Scotland, none for Georgia. Possession stats, 53% possession for Scotland, 47% possession for Georgia. Passes, 250 for Scotland, 238 for Georgia. Pass accuracy, 80% for Scotland and also 80% for Georgia. Fouls so far, 6 for Scotland, 1 for Georgia. Yellow cards, 1 for Scotland, none for Georgia. No red cards. Offsides, none for Scotland and 2 for Georgia. Corners, 7 for Scotland, none for Georgia. Although I seem to remember that Georgia did get 1 corner. So I don't understand why it's saying none. But there you go, guys. That's how the game has gone in numbers. So hopefully... hopefully you guys looking forward to the second half. Millsard saying, yes, Will Keane. Yes, Will Keane. Will Keane? You've thrown me off for that one, Millsard. Sorry, mate. That's a bit random. I'm not following that, mate. We're going to win 3 points still. I have 43 games remaining to get promoted. So it's not following on from that. Is it following on from your previous comment? But yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Millsard. I'm not following that. But yeah, if you know 1 or 2 Ratcliffe players, as I say, that would be cool if you could possibly mention what we're doing here on Fandom. It'd be great to maybe interview 1 or 2 non-league players if they're interested. Millsard saying, I'm excited. Oh, for the start of the new season? Are you talking about the start of the new season? So, yeah, I'm sure, yeah, you guys are already looking forward to the new season. And we're only, I think 3 weeks since the season ended. So, yeah, fair enough, Millsard. Thanks for that, mate. Millsard saying, I'm taking part. Okay, all right, you're talking about the competition. Okay, Millsard, yeah, no worries. Well, as I say, mate, watch out for that video to let me know, just to get your name in on it. So I just need to use that video, guys, to gauge the numbers of who wants to take part. Joey's saying, yeah, me too, Millsard. Gonna be a laugh. Yeah, hopefully you guys looking forward to it, because I've certainly been looking forward to getting it going. I've been planning it for about 3 months, something like that. So I'm really, really looking forward to getting you guys a flavour of that. And in fact, I think it was February I decided to do it. That was when I decided it would be a good idea to do it in the summer. Millsard also saying, yep, so awesome. Good to hear you guys looking forward to that. Thank you. Really do like that. Millsard saying, yes, Will Keane, because he was on that picture for the new... right. Sorry, yeah. In the picture, I'm with you now. Sorry, my bad, mate. To be honest, when I made the edit, I made it quickly. Well, weren't quick. I was making a few edits last night, but I had to download 1 or 2 players just to mix it up a bit. But I basically just used the edited plays that I already had stored from previous edits, just to quickly jazz it up a bit and save me a little bit of time, because to make that post from scratch would have probably took me about 2 hours longer than it actually did. So I cheated a little bit. I used some stuff that I already had stored from previous edits just to jazz it up a bit, which just saved me a bit of time. But yeah, I didn't really take too much notice of which players I put in the picture. I was just trying to get a few players' faces in there, so it make the edit look a bit more attractive. But thank you very much for that, Millsard. You threw me off with that then, mate. I wondered what you were going on about, but now you've said it, I recognise what you mean. I think you're talking about the Wigan player in the post. Like I say, mate, I just didn't take too much notice. I think that some of the players would come from previous edits that I'd done earlier in the season. So just saved me a bit of time reusing them. But that doesn't mean to say the faces that you're seeing on that edit, guys, are going to be the faces that you're guessing in the competition. So make sure you don't think it that way, guys, because if you're thinking it that way, then you are probably going to lose. You have to have an open mind. There'll be clues. You'll understand, guys. There'll be clues. You'll understand when I explain it to you. Like I say, that's why you need to watch that video, because that will start to give you guys a little bit of insight into how it works. But trust me, guys, I've tested it before and it was very, very popular when I did it. So hopefully you guys are going to love it. And we got pitch assistants again back on the pitch, trying to sweep more water off. As there's still quite a number of waterlogged patches on the pitch. Just want to get into this second half as soon as possible, really. So the player's going to be coming back out in a moment, guys. I'm just going to quickly read out the previous results in case you guys have missed the roundup. So I'm just going to quickly read out the other European Championship results from tonight before we get underway for the second half. So qualifying rounds. Group A, Norway won 3-1 against Cyprus. As we know, this game here is still playing Scotland v Georgia, also in Group A. Group J, Bosnia-Herzegovina losing 2-0 to Luxembourg, Iceland losing 1-0 to Portugal, Liechtenstein losing 1-0 to Slovakia. Group E, Faroe Islands losing 3-1 to Albania, Moldova winning 3-2 against Poland. Group F, Austria 2-0 winners against Sweden, Estonia losing 3-0 to Belgium. Group G, Bulgaria drawing 1-1 with Serbia, and Hungary winning 2-0 against Lithuania. So there you go, guys. That brings you up to date on how the other qualifying games finished earlier on. Millsard said, is it only England players? Hopefully not Indian players. Don't know any. Oh, right. For the competition, not well. It's going to be a mixture of UK players, mate. Players that have played in the UK. As long as it can be obviously foreign players, but they've obviously had to play in the UK for a club. So it can be English Premier League, it can be lower league players, it can be Championship players, it can be Scottish Premiership players, Scottish Championship players. But obviously, I'm not going to make it, for the first time of doing it on the channel, guys, it won't be too complicated. It will be reasonable, a good mix of players, but players that you should know. Obviously not every player you're going to know, but there should be a good percentage in there that I'm not going to make it too difficult for the first test run, am I? So I want you guys to enjoy it. I want you guys to have a taste of it. So I'm not going to make it too complicated the first time of asking. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question, mate. Thanks for that, Millsard. We're back underway now, guys, with the second half as Georgia just got an offside, so Scotland will get us back underway as they get a free kick deep inside their own half. So now Scotland just knocking it about inside their own half of the field at the moment as they play it long down this near side as Robertson brings it towards the edge of the box. And now McTominay comes racing in and he scored right into the back of the net on this near side of the post. And what a game McTominay is having. Second goal of the game, 46 minutes, 46 and a half minutes gone. Scotland 2, Georgia 0. So Scotland, we have a 2-0 lead now, guys. Beautiful goal that from McTominay. Right into this near side post. Low. So low that the goalkeeper just couldn't get down low enough to get it, to stop it. So awesome. Scotland now with a 2-0 lead. McTominay scoring. Millsard saying, can't wait for Thursday for the fixtures. Okay. Yep. Fixtures out on Thursday. Yep. Thanks for that, Millsard. Yep. Should be interesting to see how that plays out. So ball out on the far side for a throw into Scotland. So Scotland now with a throw in deep inside their own half as they throw it long up to the halfway line, and now Georgia intercept it as Georgia now trying to relieve some pressure as they just try to keep some possession inside their own half of the field. So Georgia coming forward now into the Scotland half of the field as they play it out to this near side. Now coming back into the centre. And as Scotland push back towards the edge of their box. Now Georgia with the possession on the edge of the Scotland box as they tried to play it in, but now Scotland have won it back. And now McTominay picks up the possession as he comes racing down the centre, knocking the ball out to this near side as Scotland come forward now towards the edge of the Georgia box. Georgia challenge for the ball, winning it momentarily, but Scotland have now got it back as they keep the pressure on, knocking the ball out to this near side to Andy Robertson as he cuts it back inside. Georgia now got bodies back behind the ball. So Scotland just knocking it about on this near side at the moment. Playing it through the middle. And back out to this near side to Andy Robertson as Scotland just content to have the possession on the halfway line. Ball kicked long out to this near side looking for Andy Robertson, but it's a poor one and that goes straight out of play, and that will be our throw in to Georgia. Joey saying, I'd probably get them all wrong, but it's all fun and laughs. I can't see you getting them all wrong, Joey. I'm sure you'll get one or two right, mate. Like I say, guys, this is just a little taster of some of what's coming in the future of Fandom. It's just a little taster, a little thank you to you guys for your fantastic support. And as I say, I'm not going to make it too complicated. Yes, I'm going to chuck one or two tricky ones in. I'll try to throw you off a little bit just to make it competitive. But trust me, you'll like it. You're going to love it, guys. You're going to love it. I hope you do anyway, with the amount of work that is involved to prepare for it anyway. But I'm sure you're going to love it, guys. If it hadn't gone well on social media, then I wouldn't try it on the channel. But it went really well when I tested it on social media. So I expect you guys will equally love it. You'll certainly like the way I've designed it to be competitive anyway. But like I say, I'm keeping the cards close to my chest till we're ready to go with it, guys. Scotland now playing the ball back towards the halfway line as Georgia pressing the ball. Now Scotland coming forward down that far side of the pitch as Georgia challenge for it. And now we've got a foul on the far side. So that'll be a free kick. So free kick to Scotland on the far side of the pitch. Scotland now coming forward down that far side as they come towards the edge of the Georgia box. Now playing it into the box as misplaced pass, and then Scotland unable to make the most of that, and eventually the ball goes out behind for a goal kick. Millsard saying, why could the duck not cross the road? His leg got stuck in a quack. I like that one. That's a good one, that, mate. Good family-friendly joke. Loving that one, Millsard. That's a cracker, that. That's absolute quacker. Yeah. Thanks for that, Millsard. Georgia now with a possession as they chip the ball forward up into the Scotland half of the field and out to this near side as Scotland challenge for it and play it back up the field. And now Georgia win the possession further forward as Scotland now challenging for it. Now, Georgia coming into the Scotland box, but last-ditch defending by Andy Robertson on this near side sees Scotland relieve the pressures. Now they knock the ball up the field, and a strong challenge from behind by Georgia sees Scotland win a foul out to this near side, just inside their own half, probably about 10 yards from the halfway line. So thanks for that, Millsard. That's a quacker. Joey's saying, go on, Scotland. Absolutely, mate. Come on, Scotland. Let's hope they can get another goal or two. As they're just knocking it about at the moment inside their own half of the field. Now playing it out to this near side before back into the centre. But Georgia pressing from the front as now... Scotland play it out to that far side as Georgia shift players across, but Scotland still managing to keep possession as now they beat the press and now coming behind. But just a good opportunity there, but just cut out by Georgia as Scotland played it into the box. And now Scotland win the ball back on that far side, midway inside the Georgia half as Georgia cleared it. And Scotland now trying to keep the pressure on as they come racing forward now with McTominay trying to play it through, and McTominay with another shot from the edge of the box. Was it McTominay? No, it wasn't. Sorry, it's McGregor. Sorry, guys. I'm getting confused with the shot numbers. McGregor with the shot there, but it's just high and over the bar, and that will be a let-off for Georgia. But, yeah, good effort from McGregor there, but I think it was just put off by the Georgia defenders slightly. So we're having a substitution now for Georgia. Diwali coming off, and it's Goodfadji coming on for Georgia. So, yeah, well said, Joey. Absolutely, mate. And Joey's saying, laugh out loud, Millsard. Yeah, it's a quacker, that, wasn't it, guys? So Georgia now with the possession just outside their own box as they now play it forward. Now Georgia with the possession as they come towards the halfway line. Now playing it straight through the middle, trying to get in behind Scotland, but Scotland just managing to get a foot to that as they stop Georgia in the tracks. And now Georgia pressing from the front as Scotland try to relieve the pressure, but the ball is deflected out to this near side for a throw-in. Millsard saying, why can't a bicycle stand by itself? Because it's too tired. Gabbit. Get it? Two tires, too tired. Yeah, I do get it, mate. I do get it. That's another good one. Well said. That's a cracker, that, Millsard. I like that. Thank you very much, mate, for trying to lighten the mood. McTominay now coming forward as he comes towards the edge of the Georgia box, getting the shot off, but it's just wide of that far side post. Ball eventually knocked out on that far side now for Georgia throwing from the goal kick. Millsword saying, have to go, Gaz and Joey. See you. Okay, Millsword, no worries, mate. Thank you very much for dropping in tonight. It's been a pleasure having you involved. And sorry we had to stay up late. Nothing I can do about the match being delayed, mate. But thank you, as always, for your amazing support, Millsword. Massively appreciated, mate. Take care of yourself. Rest up. And, yeah, look forward to seeing you again soon, mate. Stay safe. And thank you. Take care, mate. All the best. Top man, Millsword. Hope you enjoy the remainder of your evening. Ball now down this near side as Andy Robertson just managing to keep it in, but unfortunately Georgia winning the possession back as they now come forward on this near side, coming up towards the halfway line as they switch the play out to that far side with a long crossfield ball. Now coming forward into the Scotland half of the field. Joey saying, bye, Millsword. Catch you soon. Thank you, Joey. Top man. Loving the positivity. Georgia now with the ball on this near side as they cross the ball into the box. But Scotland knocking it away. But Georgia picking up the pieces on this near side. And Georgia still with a possession as they now switch the play out to that far side. Tommy Jordan, welcome to Football Fandom UK, mate. Good to have you with us. Tommy saying, let's go Scotland. Absolutely, Tommy. Yep, we're right behind Scotland here, mate. Wanting a Scotland win. You guys winning 2-0. Fantastic. We're just hoping, fingers crossed, a couple more goals. Georgia now with a shot from distance, but it's high and well over the bar. And that will be a goal kick to Scotland. But, yeah, Tommy, absolutely, mate. We are rooting for Scotland. But, yeah, welcome to the show, mate. Great to have you with us. A pleasure to have you drop in, mate. So, thank you. So, just coming up to 60 minutes gone, guys. And it's still Scotland 2, Georgia 0. Joey saying, hi, Tommy. Yeah, absolutely. Top man, Joey. You're a star, mate. Loving the positivity from you, as always, mate. You're an absolute legend. So thank you for that, Joey. Ball knocked back to the Scotland goalkeeper as he kicks the ball long now up to the halfway line, but it's cut out by Georgia before they knock it out on this near side, and it goes out for a throw into Scotland. So thanks, Joey. Tommy Jordan saying, yo, Joey. Nice one, Tommy, top man. Thank you, mate. Always appreciate you guys making the effort to welcome each other and say hi. That's the foundations for a top class fan community that we're trying to build here. So top man, Tommy Jordan. Scotland now winning the ball back on this near side as Georgia challenging for it all the way. And now we've got another foul, which will be a free kick to Scotland as Billy Gilmore fouled there. And just seeing a bit of frustration creeping into the Georgia players. Scotland now play it back into their own half as they try to beat that press that Georgia are trying to create. And now Scotland playing it forward as Georgia intercept it, knocking it back in the direction it came from. But Scotland intercept it. And now Scotland playing the ball out to this near side as they try to play it forward now with a cross. But it's knocked back up to the halfway line. And now we've got a foul awarded by the referee. So free kick to Georgia inside the centre circle. So thanks for that, Tommy. Tommy also saying, hi, man. How's it going, mate? Great to have you with us, mate. Thank you, Tommy. Stevie Allen saying, hi, Tommy. Definitely. Yep. See, Tommy, we're all rooting for Scotland here, mate. Absolutely. It might be English, mate, but the only time I care about Scotland losing is when England and Scotland play each other. The rest of the time, I want Scotland to win and qualify for competitions. Yeah, I think it brings more to the UK football, and I love to see Scotland do well and reach European tournaments, World Cup tournaments. Definitely. Like I say, want to see you guys win regularly and do well. Same with Wales and Northern Ireland as well. Like I said, for me, the only time the rivalry matters is when we play each other. The rest of the time, I want to see all UK national teams winning games and reaching tournaments. Georgia now with the possession on that far side as they try to play it forward, but Scotland intercept it and knock it back in the direction it came from. But Georgia now picking up the pieces as they play the ball forward from the halfway line out to that far side. Now coming forward, trying to get in behind the Scotland defence, but Scotland reading that really well. But Georgia still with a possession as they come into the box now. But some great defending there by Billy Gilmore as he manages to just do enough to stop Georgia getting a shot on goal. And now Scotland with the possession on the far side as they try to relieve the pressure, but the ball ends up getting deflected out on the far side for a throw-in midway inside Scotland's half of the field. So thanks, Stevie. Top stuff, mate. Tommy Jordan saying, about time Scotland got on a winning... is that a winning run? Yeah, absolutely, mate. Well, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing for you guys, Scotland. I would love to see you guys qualify for the Euros. Absolutely love to make the competition a lot more enjoyable. And I know Scotland fans would certainly bring an extra party atmosphere to the Euro tournament, which is exactly one of the big reasons why I think you guys should always be involved in all major tournaments, because Scotland fans passionate about the football and they always bring a top contribution to the party atmosphere at major tournaments. Ball kicked long now by Scotland up towards the edge of the Georgia box as Georgia managed to intercept it, knocking it back to the goalkeeper. But Scotland pushing players forward to press the ball, and now we've got a foul on the far side as McTominay just couldn't slow himself down quick enough there, and he just run into the back of a Georgia player, and the referee blown for a foul. Ball played out from that far side by Georgia as they kick it long up towards the edge of the Scotland box, but it's a poor one and it goes straight to the Scotland goalkeeper. So Scotland now able to build again from the back. So thanks for that, Tommy. As I say, mate, a pleasure to have you with us. Joey saying, completely agree, Tommy. Will be great to see Scotland in the upcoming Euros. Certainly will, mate. Absolutely. They'll definitely contribute massively to making it a more enjoyable tournament. And I think you guys would do a lot better in the Euros than the World Cup. It give you guys the opportunity to get more tournament experience ready for the next World Cup, won't it? So yeah, Scotland now coming forward with the ball knocked out to this near side. We've got to be honest, guys. Scotland's starting to build a really good team. Got a good, good vibe, and a few really, top talented players coming through, likes of Andy Robertson, Kieran Tierney, McTominay. They're a step up in from the previous generation, if you like. So if Scotland could produce one or two more top talented players that could potentially play in the Premier League, then they're going to have a real nucleus. And we still got to see more from Billy Gilmore as well yet, guys. You've got to think Billy Gilmore, top young talent, but just not been able to show his best just yet at club level. So hopefully we've got more to come from Billy Gilmore as well as he continues his development at club level. And hopefully he will become a very important player for Scotland in the future. So Andy Robertson with a yellow card. That's not a surprise, is it, guys? I think he traditionally has to get one when he plays for Scotland, doesn't he? I think that's his tradition. But it shows he puts the work rate in, doesn't it, guys? As Georgia get us back underway with a possession on the halfway line. Tommy Jordan saying, run. Is that, yeah, run? Absolutely. Thank you, Tommy. I did get what you mean, mate, but thank you for clarifying. Top man. Appreciate it, mate. Georgia with the possession at the moment, just inside their own half, as we're on 67 and a half minutes gone, guys. Still Scotland 2, Georgia 0. As Georgia with the possession still on the halfway line. As they play it out to this near side now. Could do with Scotland trying to get one or two more goals. And now play it back into the centre as Georgia play it out to that far side. But now it's intercepted by Scotland as they come racing forward. And now a foul from behind. And that will see Scotland have a free kick on that far side. Pretty much just inside the Georgia half of the field. Almost bang on the halfway line. Tommy Jordan saying part-time is what it's about. Part-time? How do you mean, Tommy? Sorry, Tommy, I'm not following you there, mate. What do you mean by part-time? Scotland now on the far side of the pitch as they chip the ball into the box, but Georgia just doing enough to see the ball go behind, and that will be a goal kick for Georgia. But, yeah, good bit of play there from Scotland. I could see what they were trying to do, but I'm not sure if that would work well on this pitch at the moment with, yes, they've cleared a lot of water off it, but there is still some standing water on the pitch, and that kind of intricate play might not work so well when the pitch has still got quite a bit of water on it. So Georgia with a long ball forward out to this near side, but it's a poor ball and it goes out of play, and that will be a goal kick to Scotland. So apologies, Tommy. Oh, party time. Right, I'm reading it wrong. My bad, mate. My bad. Yeah, I thought you said part-time. My bad, Tommy. Party time is what it's about. Absolutely, yeah. My bad. Apologies, Tommy. I'm trying to keep an eye on the game, so I'm only glancing at it. So I thought he said part-time, but it says party time. So my bad, mate. My mistake. Apologies there, Tommy. Ball out on this near side for a throw into Scotland. Midway inside Scotland's half of the field. Now Scotland with a long throw forward on this near side as Georgia intercept it, kicking it back in the direction it came from, and it's gone straight back out for another throw into Scotland. So 70 minutes gone, guys. Still 2-0 to Scotland. 20 minutes remaining plus stoppage time. Tommy saying best Scotland team for years. I think it's possibly the best generation of talent from since the 90s. I think. Would you agree? Obviously, I would always value you guys that are Scotland fans a lot more than me. I am a fan of Scotland of a fashion. Obviously, not as hardcore as you guys that are actually Scottish. But whenever you guys play, as I've said it before, I always want to see all UK nations winning in all competitions. The only time it matters to me, the rivalry, is when we play each other. It's more exciting to see Scotland play in the qualifiers than it is watching England to win. Let's put it that way. Because England, I don't know why, but they always seem to draw the poor teams that are not very interesting to watch. I know all groups always get a little scattering of the poor teams, but England seem to get more than normal, more than most, if you get my meaning. So we've got a corner on the far side for Scotland. And Scotland take it short now with John McGinn. Billy Gilmore now with a cross into the box as it's headed. And it's just over the bar there. Beautiful crossing by Billy Gilmore. But yeah, I couldn't see the Scotland player there that rose to head that. But yeah, he just couldn't get it down enough to head it on target. So Georgia back in possession as they build again from the back. Now knocking the ball out to this near side. And so they're just with a possession at the moment inside their own half. Now long ball forward out to that far side for Georgia as they come forward now into the Scotland half of the field. Played into the centre, but quickly challenged by Scotland as they try to win it. But Georgia managed to play through it. And eventually the ball is knocked away. But strong challenge comes in further up the field. But referee gives nothing as Georgia managed to keep the possession. Now working the ball out to this near side. And now coming forward as Georgia with a cross into the box. And now Georgia with a shot. And it's just hit the side netting. And that will go gone behind for a goal kick to Scotland. But good effort in fairness to Georgia. Yeah, they came, crossed it right in front of goal. Goalkeeper just managed to get onto it. It deflected off his hand. And a Georgia player just inside the box managed to hit it on the volley. But as I say, hit the side netting. So, yeah, thanks for that, Tommy Jordan. I appreciate you sharing your thoughts, mate. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that thumbs up if you could, would be appreciated. And feel free to drop any more comments in that you wish. Thoughts on this game or transfer talk. Georgia now on this near side as they come forward into the Scotland half of the field. Scotland pressing the ball well as it forces Georgia back into their own half. And now Georgia play it forward down the centre, but it's intercepted by Andy Robertson as it works its way out to this near side. And now Scotland with the possession. So just content to knock it about at the moment inside their own half of the field. And Scotland now knock it out to that far side, coming forward into the Georgia half of the field. And now Scotland player being grabbed by the shirt as the referee blows for a foul there. And the Georgia player going to receive a yellow card. Clearly, it's becoming clear to see, guys, that some of the Georgia players becoming a bit frustrated now. So it's Gagnidz, the Georgia player, into the referee's book with a yellow card. So Scotland now with a free kick just inside the Georgia half of the field, pretty much bang on the halfway line at the side of the centre circle. Now, Scotland play it short, playing it out to this near side as they come forward down this near side. And now Scotland work their way towards the edge of the Georgia box, but challenged by Georgia on this near side. And eventually the ball is deflected out and goes out for a throw into Georgia. Now Georgia with a throwing up the field. As Billy Gilmore intercepts it and knocks it out for a throw-in. So Georgia with a throw-in on this near side as they play it backwards. And now out to this near side as Georgia just having a spell of possession at the moment. Scotland pressing the ball well with McTominay on that far side as Georgia come racing forward now into the Scotland half of the field. Crossed into the box, but it's a poor one as no Georgia players there. And that goes straight to the Scotland goalkeeper. So Scotland able to build again from the back now. So Scotland playing it forward now as they come towards the halfway line, working the ball out to this near side to Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson playing it back to Tierney as Tierney plays it to McTominay. Now McTominay out to that far side as Scotland push into the Georgia half of the field. Now Billy Gilmour in through the middle. It's now Scotland with a ball on the edge of the shot box getting a shot up, but it's blocked up by Georgia. But Scotland still with a possession. That's what is he doing there? Georgia now winning the possession with a misplaced pass by Scotland as they come forward now towards the edge of the Scotland box looking for an opportunity, but Scotland managing to just get bodies in front of the Georgia players there, and that will be before a foul. Now the referee blown for a foul. As we've got to see the replay. Yeah. Billy Gilmour just taking the ball blasted right into his face. I think that the shock of that ball blasted into your face would be enough to put anybody on the ground for a minute. But he's back to his feet now. And we're about to see a double substitution for Scotland. So 78 minutes gone, guys. And it's Kieran Tierney coming off. And Suter coming on. John Suter coming on for Scotland. Also, I think McGregor is coming off here as well. Is it? No. So it's Jack coming off. Oh, we're having a triple substitution, I think. So Dykes coming off as well as Nesbitt comes on. So triple substitution there for Scotland as we're back underway now. I think I did miss a name in that lot, guys, but apologies if I did. It come up on the screen so quick. It comes up and it's gone before you've even had a chance to read it. So apologies if I missed a name out there. Ball played forward by Scotland as Georgia intercept it, knocking it back to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper now knocks it out on that far side, and that will be a throw into Scotland in a dangerous part of the pitch as Scotland push the ball forward. Or able to push players up now. We don't know what the goalkeeper was thinking, kicking it out on that far side. He wasn't really under any major pressure from any Scotland players. And Scotland now take the throw-in, playing the ball back to the halfway line. Now out to this near side as Andy Robertson plays it back to the defensive line. It's now the ball out to that far side. And now McTominay on possession as he comes racing down that far side, but challenged by Georgia as they win it back. And now Georgia pushing up the field as they come forward now, up towards the halfway line. 80 minutes gone, guys. Bang on 80 minutes. So 10 minutes plus stoppage time. Georgia with a possession as they play it out to this near side now. But Scotland trying to press the ball. As Georgia still with the possession inside their own half of the field. And Scotland win it back now, but lose it just as quick now. Georgia coming into the Scotland half of the field as they chip the ball over the top, trying to get in behind that Scotland defence. But goalkeeper just coming out, managing to gather that. But eventually the Scotland player forced to knock it out wide for a throw into Georgia. Georgia take the throw in quickly as they play it back into the centre of the park now. And Georgia now playing the ball out to this near side, coming towards the edge of the Scotland box, but Scotland managed to intercept it as they cut out the possession and now play it out to this near side to Andy Robertson as they try a 1-2, but it's read quite well by Georgia as they pick up the pieces. And now the referee blows for foul. We've got a Georgia player down on the pitch. Across the pond, Sports Talk saying, yeah, Hibs, Kevin Nesbitt on too bad. He left Edinburgh for Millwall, though. Well, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I can understand that, mate. He's been a good player for Hibs, Annie. So totally understand that Hibs fans might be frustrated with that. It's just the game these days, mate. It's just the game these days. A lot of players want to move down south for the opportunity to try and get noticed by clubs that might give them a Premier League opportunity. But fair enough, mate. Yeah. Across the pond, Sports Talk saying, yeah, Scotland sure are a tight unit of brotherhood. Yeah, they certainly are, mate. Absolutely well said. And well, they certainly are in international football. I'm not sure about club football, though, mate. But yeah, as Georgia now coming forward, but Scotland cut it out inside the box as now they play it out to this near side, and now Scotland with a long ball forward. But no Scotland players that far forward as it goes straight to the Georgia goalkeeper. But yeah, I'd agree with that, mate, when they're playing international football. So yeah, thanks for that. Across the pond, Sports Talk. So ball played back to the goalkeeper now as Scotland goalkeeper kicks it long as it's intercepted by Scotland inside the Georgia half of the field. Now played forward but cut out by Georgia as they come forward now up to the halfway line. It's blocked off by Scotland, but Georgia still with the possession as they pick up the ricochet. And now Georgia chip the ball forward over the top, but it's cut out by Andy Robertson as he chips it forward now, and Scotland come forward into the Georgia half of the field. As Georgia win it back now on this near side. And now Georgia coming forward down that far side into the Scotland half of the field as they play it back into the centre. Scotland pressing the ball but not able to win it back at the moment as Scotland pressing well, but Georgia trying to get it in behind there as they're trying to play through the defence but running into too many bodies. And now Georgia with a shot from the edge of the box, but it's just over the bar, and that will be a goal kick to Scotland. Minnie Mo saying another Gaz special, extra time tonight. Well done, everybody. Very large whiskey for Gaz. Go on, Scotland. Thank you, Minnie. Yeah, I know I seem to be jinxed tonight at the moment with extra time. I'm getting so much extra time. It's been unbelievable. But yeah, thank you, Minnie. Appreciate you sticking around, and thank you very much for your support tonight. It's been a very, very long stream, but thank you, Minnie. I don't ask for it. I don't ask for all this extra time. So we're having a Scotland substitution as Billy Gilmore coming off and McClan coming on for Scotland. 85 minutes gone, guys. Goal kick with Scotland as the goalkeeper kicks it long up into the Georgia half of the field. Georgia heading it back in the direction it came from as Scotland intercept it, but then lose it again as Georgia now bringing the ball out to this near side, but Georgia awarded a foul for a pull on the shirt as Georgia now play it back into the centre and out to that far side. Coming forward now into the Scotland half of the field, but Scotland challenge for it now, winning it back as they play it up the field and into the centre of the park as now Scotland come into the Georgia half of the field. Andy Robertson, oh, what is he thinking with a poor pass forward there? I think he was looking for McTominay, but miskicked it and it went straight to the goalkeeper for Georgia to build again from the back as Georgia now come forward into the Scotland half of the field on that far side, but Scotland man marking all the way as they manage to knock the ball out of play, and that will be a throw into Georgia on the far side, probably about 10 yards from the corner flag. Taken quickly by Georgia, but challenged immediately by Scotland as the ball comes into play, and Scotland managing to win a free kick. Yeah, I certainly wasn't wishing for an extra time tonight. Certainly wasn't asking for that. I was hoping to get an early finish tonight so I could start working on the preparations for the Who Am I competition, but that's not going to happen now. Scotland with a long ball forward up to the edge of the Georgia box as it's headed out on that far side, and that will be a throw-in to Scotland. And Scotland now throw it back onto the pitch, and eventually it's gone back out on that far side for another throw-in, this time to Georgia, as Georgia take it quickly, and now a long crossfield ball as it's challenged by Scotland. Now Scotland winning it back midway inside the Georgia half of the field as they play it out to that far side now, and passing it back to the halfway line. Now Andy Robertson with the possession as he tries to work it forward out on this near side. Just doing a 1-2 with his teammates as it's played back to Scotland's defensive line, midway inside their own half of the field. Now the ball out to this near side again as Andy Robertson with a possession. Scotland just seem to be content now to knock the ball about and kill the last few moments of the game, run the clock down as they now do push forward to the halfway line. Now coming forward into the Georgia half as they play it out to this near side to Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson playing it backwards instead of attempting a cross, but Georgia intercept it. I like that, Joey. Joey's saying, I think Minnie jinxed it by not being in her homeland when Scotland playing laugh out loud. That's a cracker, Joey. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good in that. She didn't jinx it very well, though, if that's the case, because they've won another 2 games back to back, haven't they? Georgia with a possession on that far side as they bring it into the middle of the park, and then a strong challenge by Scotland sees Georgia win a foul. Referee blows the foul, and we got 4 minutes added on at the end of this second half, guys. So we're about to have a free kick for Joey, as making me laugh there with that, so I'm not focusing on the game. Mini mode, Joey laughing at Joey. So yeah, thanks for that, Mini. Good to see you seeing the funny side of that, mate. Thank you. So free kick now for Georgia. About 30 yards from goal as it's chipped over the top of the wall. Georgia with a poor effort there as Scotland managing to knock it away out to that far side. And that will be a throw into Georgia midway inside the Scotland half of the field. It's a crack of that, Joey. Absolute crack of that. Awesome to see Minnie also seeing the funny side of it as well. So throwing for Georgia on the far side of the pitch, midway inside Scotland's half of the field. And we're now just having a break in play, guys, for a Scotland substitution. And also a VAR check for a penalty. Apparently there's a VAR check going on in the background. So John McGinn coming off. So referee coming across to check this VAR check as well for a penalty. Oh, it's a handball. Could be a penalty this for Georgia. It does actually look like it could be given as a handball. And Joey saying, you know, I'm only joking, Minnie. Laugh out loud. Yeah, of course we do, Joey. I'm sure she knows that, mate. I'm sure she knows that. So the referee has finished analysing the monitor. And he's going to give a penalty to Georgia for the handball. I'm not surprised, to be fair, guys. He's given it, I think, because as the Scotland player is in the mix of bodies, as the ball comes down, it does look like the Scotland player is actually moved the arm towards the ball rather than the ball going towards the arm. If you see the replay, I'm sure you might be able to see it later in the highlights, but you can actually see that it does look like the player has moved his arm towards the ball. So I can't understand why why the referee has decided to give the penalty against Scotland. So Georgia now with a penalty. Oh, and he's blasted it wide. What a poor shot. Oh, pretty much an open net with only the goalkeeper to beat, and he blasts it wide. Well, that would certainly explain why Yeah, high and over the bar. Really poor effort. And with penalty attempts like that, you can see why Georgia don't qualify for competitions. So Scotland keep their clean sheet intact as Georgia now with a possession at the back, playing into the centre. Now Georgia with the ball on the far side as Scotland challenge for the possession, winning it back. And Georgia challenge right back as they win it back now, trying to relieve the pressure, but Scotland challenging. There goes the full-time whistle, guys. So a good win for Scotland, 2-0. As they win 2-0 at home to Georgia. And after a massive long delay, we see Scotland get another fantastic result, which sees them stay unbeaten in the Euro qualifiers, guys. So, yeah, Scotland with a 100% record in the European qualifiers. Absolutely awesome. So, guys, I'm going to quickly share for you guys on the screen the match stats. You have to forgive me, guys, as I am going to read out these match stats and then jump off because I didn't expect to be still streaming as late as this. So if you guys have any final comments you want to share, please do drop them in now. Would be appreciated so that I can get off and go get some food because I've still not eaten yet. What a crazy night. Who'd have thought it would take 4 hours to do a Euro qualifier? So here's the match stats, guys. Should be on your screen now. There we go. Let's just read these stats out. So Here's how the game went in numbers, guys. If you haven't, if you can't read it, I'll read it out to you in case you're watching it, seeing this on a phone screen. So shots so far, total shots on is 14 for Scotland, 9 for Georgia. Shots on target, 3 for Scotland, none for Georgia. Possession, 51% for Scotland, 49% for Georgia. Passes, 512 for Scotland, 505 for Georgia. Pass accuracy, 82% for Scotland, 81% for Georgia. Fouls committed, 12 for Scotland, 7 for Georgia. Yellow cards issued, 2 apiece, both teams receiving 2 each. No red cards, thankfully. Offsides, 3 for Georgia, none for Scotland. And corners, 8 for Scotland, none for Georgia. So there you go, guys. That's how the game went in numbers. Joey is saying, big shout out to you guys. What a shift you've done tonight. Thank you. Thank you very much, Joey. Very nice of you to say, mate. Really, really do appreciate that. Top man, thank you. And thank you very much, Joey, also for sticking around and helping me get through this with some comments throughout the game. You're an absolute legend, mate. It's been much appreciated. But yeah, forgive me, guys. I am going to jump off because it is, I don't even know what time it is now, but I know it's late. But thank you very much, Joey. Absolute pleasure, mate. Always a pleasure to do the games for you guys. But obviously, with work tomorrow, it's getting a little bit concerning how late it's getting. But thank you very much, Joey. You're an absolute star, mate. Joey saying, cheers, guys. Catch you soon. And you too, mate. Look after yourself, Joey. Stay safe. And thank you very much. Absolute pleasure having you involved, mate. Look after yourself, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. But for now, guys, that's it from me. Take care. All the best. Look after yourselves. Stay safe out there, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. All the best. Bye for now.